Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Current River Broadcasting, and we have got a good one for you tonight. The Neelyville Lady Tigers have come calling on the Donettes here at Bill L. Wright Gymnasium. These two teams have already played once this year, and the Donettes won down in the Christmas tournament. I believe the score was 55-52, if I remember. They won, I believe, by 3 points, but it was a hotly contested game. A lot of fouls called because both of these teams really get after you on defense, do a lot of full court pressing. And I expect much more of the same tonight. I'm Keith Bowman. Dalton Pennington is alongside here, and he's a little under weather with his voice, but he's going to try to stick it out. And I'm sure you don't want to miss this game anyway, do you?
No, I had dinner with my mom before I came to the game, and she said, well, you can't stop coughing long enough to start talking. I said, I think I'm going to be doing more watching than talking anyway. So it's going to be a good one tonight.
Well, of course, first of all, we'll have the JV game coming up for you first here in about a minute and a half. We'll have the starting lineups. Neelyville wearing maroon uniforms with gold numbers and gold Neelyville across the front of their shirts. And they will be going from right to left here in the first half. Donettes from left to right in the junior varsity game. We'll go ahead and give you the starters. First of all, for Neelyville, number 10, McKinley Day, a 5'5" sophomore. Elena Prince, number 25, a 5'10" sophomore. Alexis Shepard, a 5'6" freshman. She wears number 32. Maddie Prosser, number 33, a 5'7" freshman. And Reese Dobbins, a 5'7" freshman, wears number 35. Neelyville Lady Tigers coached by Becky Hale. And I believe when I was down at Twin Rivers, I believe they said this is her like 17th or 19th year. She's been there a long time, and boy, she has had some really good teams down through the years. And she's got another pretty good one this year.
Yeah, they're a very fast, aggressive squad. And I'm kind of like you, Keith. I think we're going to see, depending on how this officiating crew does, we'll see just how aggressive this game actually gets tonight.
And it may be decided at the free throw line. And the Donettes have been doing better at the free throw line as of late than they were earlier in the year. The starters for Coach Adam Epps and the Donettes JV, Macy Manus, number 4, a sophomore. Marley Kennan, a sophomore, number 10. Number 14, Tara Davis, a freshman. Delina Watson, number 42, a freshman. And I forgot to mark one down. Who's the other one? Ava Monahan.
Yeah, number 22, Ava Monahan.
Ava Monahan, a freshman, number 22. Donettes will go from left to right here in the first half. 7 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to go. We'll be back here tomorrow night. It's homecoming night. The Dons will be playing the East Prairie Eagles. And they have not played since last Friday, and the Donettes have not played since last Thursday. So both teams have had a week off. And we'll see how that affects their play one way or the other. Give them plenty of time to get ready for the teams that they're getting ready to play anyway. So jumping center will be Elena Prince and Delina Watson for the Donettes. Ball's in the air, and Neelyville controls the tip. And it'll be Shepard with the basketball. Picked up by Macy Manus, loses her dribbles. Got to get some help out near midcourt. That's Maddie Prosser. Now over to Day. Day took a screen there. She didn't really go off of it real good. She's got the ball underneath the basket, bounces on the baseline to Shepard. Shepard backs it out, lobs it into the paint, and over the head of number 25, Prince, but Neelyville comes out of there with it. So they'll reset it, and Macy Manus almost got a steal, and then she's going to pick up a foul, but Coach Epps won't mind that one at all. That's good hustle there trying to steal that pass, and she just bumped into her. So Neelyville will inbound it, and Reese Dobbins will throw it in for the Lady Tigers. Gets it into Day. Day guarded by Tara Davis. Donettes playing that tough man-to-man defense. Head of the key. Dobbins dribbles into the paint, kicks it out in the corner, and cut off there is going to be Shepard. Bounces in, and somehow Dobbins got around her man and scored an easy bucket there. And Neelyville takes a 2-0 lead. Now Neelyville's going to get a steal. Here comes Prosser into the paint, and she's going to be fouled by Ava Monahan. The Donettes have picked up 2 early fouls. 5:53 to go first quarter. We're just underway. And a big crowd is coming into the gym here for this one tonight. Turnaround jumper up and good by Elena Prince. And it's 4-0 Lady Tigers. Now they set up in a 2-2-1. Kennan gets it over to Davis. Davis lobs it up the floor to Watson. Watson hands it to Manus. Manus goes to the baseline. Kicks it back out to Davis. Now Davis dribbles back out near midcourt. Puts it on the floor. And Manus comes out to help her out. Now over to Monahan. Monahan going to take it down, lay it up, no good, but we're going to have a foul. And that one's going to be on number 25, Elena Prince. That's the first foul on Neelyville. This will be a shooting foul for Ava Monahan. Second one is in and out, and Delita Watson's going to get the offensive rebound, and then she's going to be fouled. And that one's going to be on Alexis Shepard. So now that's 2 team fouls apiece. Donettes will inbound right by the Neelyville coaching staff. And the ball comes inbounds to Tara Davis. She goes around the screen, goes around another screen to the baseline, hands it to Mason Manus deep in the corner. And her pass is going to be knocked away and out of bounds. And that will be McKinley Day knocking it out. Ball inbounded to Ava Monahan. She gets a screen, and we're going to have, there's that little block call away, yeah. Real fast.
Yeah.
That's going to be on Marley Kennan. Well, they're going to have to watch on those screens because they call a lot of them in high school anymore. Shepard picks up her dribble, ball batted away, and then she comes out of there with it somehow or another. Monahan comes up from behind, knocks it away. Ball in the paint to Dobbin. And now it's loose on the floor, picked up by Kennan. Kennan lobs it over to Davis. He gets it into the front court, and we're going to have another foul. This one's going to be on Day. Her first. Now we got Freedom Bates checking in for the Donettes, number 24, replacing Marley Kennan. 4-0 is our score. Neelyville on top. Davis down into the paint. Going to go down. Force a shot up, no good. And we're going to have a tie ball on the rebound. And the possession arrow is pointing the Donettes' way. So we played 2.5 minutes and Donettes have not scored yet. And bounce pass out front to Manus into the paint. And she throws up a wild shot. It goes all the way over the backboard. Well, the referee underneath said it was tipped.
Said it was tipped, yeah, but
the outside official said it wasn't. They're going to go by what the outside official said. She was closer to the shot than the other one. Now we got a travel in the backcourt. Maddie Prosser is called for a walk. Davis gets it in the corner. Monahan makes a move, goes into the paint, hits the bottom of the rim. Going to get her own rebound back, and her shot blocked. And coming out of there with it is going to be Dobbins. Pass up the floor to Day. Davis catches up with her, makes her pick up her dribble. They give it to Dobbins. Dobbins goes in, and an offensive foul. Delita Watson stood in and took the charge. And Neelyville's got 4 team fouls, but they are by 4 different players, all with 1 apiece. I don't know if I can remember a game the JV's gone this far into the first quarter without getting any points. Davis double teamed out front, gets it over to Monahan. Monahan again takes it to the basket, and she should have shot that one, and she threw it away, and it was intercepted.
Yeah, I think she forced the possession before.
That she should have passed.
And then that one, yeah.
was just the opposite. And Monahan's going to pick up her second foul, so coming to the scorer's table is going to be Lily Knight to come in for the Donettes. Neelyville inbounds it to Shepard. She comes up the right sideline. Manus forces her to pick up her dribble. Pass down to, that was Prince, and I thought she shuffled her feet too. Shepard inside, ball batted away, and every ball is going right back to Neelyville, and again it's batted away, and it comes right back to Shepard, but she falls down. Might have had a little help there, but it wasn't much. She probably was going to fall anyway. So another walk on Neelyville. And we played over half the first quarter. Donettes have not scored yet. Somebody got to move, and it's going to be out of bounds on Neelyville. Donettes kind of standing around just hoping the ball, they throw the ball to them, and Neelyville's keeping them covered up. Ball went out of bounds off of Neelyville. Bounce pass comes to Manus. Dribbles to the baseline. Double team. Got boy wide open on the other side is Lily Knight. Manus has got to get rid of it. Boy, Bates come and took it out of her hand. Davis, nice bounce pass to Knight, and her shot's up and good. Lily Knight gets the first two on a nice assist from Tara Davis. If you can penetrate, a lot of times you got people open. Pass over to Day. She's going to shoot a high-arcing three-pointer off the glass. No good. Macy Manus with the rebound for the Donettes. Throws it up to Davis. She got Bates up there, and the ball's tipped. It's going to be intercepted, and we're going to have a foul. If it hadn't been tipped, they probably would have had a layup, but it got tipped, and that ball didn't go near as far as it needed to get to Freedom Bates. That is the 15th foul on the Donettes. And she walked. I didn't think they were going to call that. That's another walk call on Alexis Shepard. 2:47 left first quarter. Low scoring, 4-2 Neelyville. And they try to force it inbounds to Delila Watson, and nobody touched it. It goes out of bounds. So it'll go over to Neelyville. Pass up the floor. Shepard, I think she walked again. She's going to put up the shot, no good. Delila Watson with the rebound for the Donettes. Double team, got a man wide open up the floor. Davis this time gets it to Bates, but she has to go out in the corner and save it back in, and saves it right into Neelyville. Shepard walked again. They've only called it on her twice, but she's walked about 6 or 8 times. Shot put up and no good by Davis. Delila Watson with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Manus. Manus drives down. She's going to put it up, and we're going to have another foul on Neelyville. This one's on number 32, Shepard, and that's going to be her second. And Macy Manus will shoot 2. Lefty puts this one up, and it's good. Now checking into the game for Neelyville will be number 30, Maya Martin, a 5'4" freshman. Haley Epps checked in for the Donettes, number 3. Manus connects both free throws, ties the game at 4. And the gym is starting to fill up. I knew it'd be that way because Neelyville has a big following, and then we've been having pretty big crowds at the Dons and Donettes games anyway. Day has it, and the ball's knocked into the back court, but it's tipped. Dobbins picks it up. Going to take it into the paint, runs over Watson, and no call. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Donette's ball. I think Watson probably should have picked up a blocking foul there, but they didn't call anything. Haley Epps throws it up near midcourt tonight, in the middle of the floor to Watson. Watson's going to take it in with that left hand, and she lays it in. They didn't act like they knew she was left-handed, did they? And that close to another walk there. Day passes up the floor to Shepard. Shepard has it knocked away from behind by Manus. And they're going to say his last touch by Shepard.
Well,
Shepard's having a rough time out there.
I was going to say, I think we've got our answer on what type of style our officiating crew is going to have tonight. I think they're going to let him play a little bit.
And I'm not really sure that's a good thing in the varsity game. And another foul on Neelyville. And the Donettes are one foul on Neelyville from being in the bonus. Freedom Bates checks out. Marley Kennan comes back in. That foul was on Martin. Inbounds to Haley Epps. Reverses her dribble in the corner of Manus. Manus hands it back to Epps. Reverses again. On the right wing. Loses it for a second. Gets it back. And another foul. That's going to be the third one on Shepard. And the Donettes already in the bonus with 1:03 left in the first quarter.
This may turn out to be like the Missouri-Arkansas game last night. And was it 42 fouls called in a game?
Well, it was more than that. I think it was 46 or 47.
Well, against Arkansas.
Oh.
No, that can't be right. I think it was 30 against Arkansas.
Yeah, I think it was almost 50 altogether, I think.
Yeah.
Even though if Mizzou would have made a few more free throws, they would have won that game a lot easier. They didn't shoot near as good as Arkansas. They kept Arkansas in the game from the free throw line. Haley Epps makes the first free throw. That's her first point. And after trailing 4-0, the Donettes have scored 7 in a row, looking for number 8 from Epps, and it's good. Inbounds pass comes into Prosser, throws it up the floor to Martin, and Martin loses it out of bounds. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Epps inbounds it, lazy pass there. It's going to be intercepted. Now the ball knocked away. It's loose on the floor, still loose. And Marley Kennan had it for a minute. Now it's still loose. Finally picked up by Elena Prince. Dobbins kicks it out. And a long jumper is up and no good. That would have been a two-pointer, but Dobbins is going to collect the rebound and lay it in. 8-6. Donettes by 2. Epps in the back court. Over to Macy Manus. Lobs at the free throw line to Kennan. Down low to Watson. Gets pushed off the block, goes in, puts it up, and another foul. That one is going to be on Prince, and that's her second. So that's already 18 fouls. And now Watson will shoot 2. As we got Tara Davis and Tori Moreland getting ready to check in for the Donettes. Watson makes the first one. That's 3 points for Delila. Davis comes in for Manus. And Moreland's going to check in for Watson if she can make this second free throw. It's up and good. Well, the Donettes missed the first 2 free throws they shot. Now they've made 6 in a row. And they lead at 10-6 with 18.8 seconds left in the first quarter. Full court man-to-man. The bounce pass comes into Day. Stops on the left wing. Throws it out front. Dobbins dribbles in. Kicks it out to Prosser. Prosser dribbles in. She gives it to Prince. Now back out to Day. Now to Dobbins. Dribbles baseline all the way underneath the basket. Reverse layup up. No good. And the ball goes out of bounds. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. And after trailing 4-0, Donettes outscored them 10-2. The rest of the quarter lead at 10-6 at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a 60-second break and be back on Kurt River Broadcasting. At the end of the first quarter, the Donettes lead Neelyville in the junior varsity game 10-6. It's going to be Neelyville's basketball. They're going to bring in number 22, September Pressler, a 5'11 sophomore. They also have Maya Martin. Okay, I'm going to have to get over on the varsity one here because they've got some girls playing on both teams. Number 3 is Addison Couch, and number 11 is Jade Crosswhite. And Crosswhite starts on the varsity, so she'll probably play a couple quarters down, but they lose the basketball there. Donettes will bring it in. It's Davis, Epps, Manus, Kennan, and Watson. Over in the left corner, Davis is wide open, and she brought rain with that three-pointer, and it's good. And Tara Davis gets her first bucket, 13-6. Neelyville back the other way, the ball knocked out of bounds. I did not expect Crosswhite to for sure play down on JV, but at the Christmas tournament, she was starting on the varsity, and she may still start on the varsity. Shot put up, no good. That was by September Pressler. Donettes head back the other way. Watson has it knocked away. It's loose on the floor. And we're going to get a timeout called by Neelyville before the tie-up. It's 13-6. I'm writing down my other players here. I figured I might have to do that. That three-pointer that Davis shot was way up there.
Yeah, came out of the rafters.
If she'd have been over there about where it would have hit that light or whatever it is over there, it might have hit it. Well, it means Neelyville's basketball. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I absolutely hate that loose ball. First coach call for a timeout, gets possession. I guess if you're willing to burn one, that makes it okay. But
yeah, Couch hands it off to Crosswhite. Her layup too hard. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of the Donettes. And it will be sorry, her name's Prosser. Number 33 is Prosser. Number 22 is Pressler. Donettes get a steal. Now Neelyville's going to steal it right back, and Couch has got an easy jumper, and she puts it in. And we're going to have a blocking foul called. Oh, they're going to call that against
Doniphan Watson, but
looked like she was standing still to me. Neelyville inbounds it. Get it into Crosswhite. Crosswhite guarded by Manus. Hands it off to Couch on the right wing. Dribbles into the paint. Goes in. Shot up and good. And she's going to get a chance for a three-point play. That foul's going to be on Haley Epps. This will be the first free throw for Neelyville. Free throw by Couch is short. Marley Kennan with the rebound. Hands it to Haley Epps. Lobs it up the floor over the head of Sarah Davis, and it goes out of bounds, and the Donettes turn it over. They lead 13-10. Haley Epps steps out of the game, and Ava Monahan comes back in. Monahan playing with 2 fouls. Inbounds pass comes into Prosser. She picks up her dribble in the back court, and a pass up the floor, knocked away, picked off by Watson, and she is going to be fouled. And that foul is going to be on Maddie Prosser. We got 5:16 left in the first half, and after this 1-on-1, the Donettes will shoot 2 free throws every time they go to the line the rest of the first half. It's going to be Delilah Watson shooting. She got 4 points. First one is long, and Couch gets the rebound for the Lady Tigers. Passes to Crosswhite, left wing. Over to Martin on the right wing. Dribbles to the baseline. Now she picks up her dribble, gives it back to Couch on the wing. Couch has it knocked away. Goes back and gets it. Now she picks up her dribble. Crosswhite into the paint. Hands it to Couch. Made a move, and now the ball's loose on the floor. Nice hustle by Delila Watson.
That's great effort right there.
Going to be Donettes' ball on the alternating possession. Couch just kind of lost control of that. She'd picked it up, but it had another easy bucket. Donettes facing full court pressure. Neelyville's been in a 2-2-1. Davis dribbles to it, and then she's going to be fouled from behind by Couch. And now the Donettes will shoot 2. So far, they're 6 out of 9 from the free throw line. Still got 4:37 to go in the first half. Davis's free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Lily Knight coming back in, and she'll replace Marley Kennett. Well, Donettes missed the first 2 free throws, made 6 in a row. Now they've missed 2 in a row, and to make that 3 in a row. And the ball's going to be saved in the corner. And Neelyville's got a man wide open up the floor, but the Donettes going to intercept the pass. And it's going to be Watson putting up the shot, no good, but Lily Knight, Monahan, Ava Monahan's there to collect the rebound and put it in. And Crosswhite's going to take it end to end and lay it in. Monahan gets around her man and pass deflected, gets it back. Knight goes up and she's fouled. Yeah, I see what you meant a while ago. We were talking about that before the game. This many free throws shot in a JV game.
Yeah.
Unless they go in between games and say, hey, we're not going to call that many fouls, you know.
I mean, we're at 17 total fouls between the two teams, and we've got 4:07 left to go in the second still.
Willie Knight misses the first one. So the Donettes are not taking advantage of that 2-shot, 2 free throws every time they go to the line. And that one's no good. And the Donettes are going to get the rebound. The ball's kicked out of there. Monahan throws it in the corner. Davis has to go high to get it. Now she's going to dribble in. Her pass deflected, and Crosswhite gets it for Neelyville. She's headed to the other end. Bounces it over to Couch. Goes in, and going to have a foul on Macy Manus. I believe if Manus had that to do over, she could have stood there and took a charge because Couch was coming in there full force. That's Manus' second foul. And Couch misses the free throw. We got Delila Watson and Haley Epps coming back in. Manus and Bates will check out. .351 left first half. 15-12 Donettes. Couch's next one is not going to count. They say she went over the free throw line too quick. I think it's, well, yeah. The referee said she went over the line too quick, I think. They didn't put it on the board, so that must be right.
Was that a 1-and-1 there, or was...
There was 2 shots. She missed the first one.
Missed the first one, okay.
Well, they put it on the board.
I'm wondering...
She said they went over the line too quick.
I'm wondering if maybe that's why she came over and corrected that. Maybe they thought it was a lane violation, maybe, but it went in, so it shouldn't have been blown anyway. But
well, she pointed though that the shooter went over the line. Yeah, it's a bad spot, and the Donettes are going to pay for it. Crosswhite, 1-on-1, goes down, lays it up, no good, and we're going to have another foul on the Donettes on the rebound. This is going to be on Lily Knight. And it's going to be Maddie Prosser shooting. And I think it's still a 1-and-1 because she wasn't shooting that. It was on the rebound. Now Nicole Akers, a 5'3" freshman, checks in for Neelyville. 1-1. Shots up, no good. And Watson gets a rebound for the Donettes. Gives it to Monahan. Now to Watson, over to Epps on the left side. Epps cross court. Davis back to Epps at the head of the key. Now left side. And another three-pointer for Davis. That one's short. And Neelyville tries to throw it off of the Doniphan player, and it doesn't touch anybody, so it's going to be Neelyville's Doniphan basketball. Monahan inbounds it. Davis almost stepped into the back court there. Neelyville is coming out way out front. They're leaving that free throw line open. Davis puts it on the floor, has it knocked away, and this one's going to be Neelyville. They're leaving that free throw line wide open because the two people on the front of that zone are coming out trying to double team the ball. Well, Neelyville with a chance to tie, or they could take the lead with a three-pointer. And bounce pass comes to Crosswhite. Knight trying to catch up with her, takes it down, drops it off underneath. Ooh, that looked pretty clean. That's going to be a foul on Monahan. That's going to be her third. And it is going to be Pressler shooting two-shot. Now both teams in the two-shot bonus. And shoots an air ball off the left side. She's holding her left hand. Monahan goes to the bench. Marley Kenning's back in for the Donettes. Next one up, and she makes that one. And it's a 1-point lead for the Donettes. Davis dribbles to the baseline, and they take it away from her. Couch gives it to Prosser. Prosser down into the paint, over to Pressler. Now back out to Couch. That Prosser-Pressler thing's messing me up. And I think we got a double foul called. Well, he's not putting it on the board. Maybe he's just warning them.
I mean, that's got to be something, though, right? He can't.
Well, he went like this, and that means double foul, right? When he sticks his arms out
like you, his hands, he moves them and drops them so quick, and don't get a good look.
He went over to explain to Neelyville's coach. Inbounds pass underneath. Couch is going to dribble back out behind the three-point line. Now she takes it back into the paint. Goes up, her shot no good, but she is fouled. Neelyville pretty much driving the ball to the basket. They're not looking at shooting outside shots very much.
Well, the one thing the JV girls aren't doing with the varsity, they don't help off, do this little flash move to help off, and then rotate back to their girls. So I don't know if that's something JV just hadn't perfected yet, or they're just not running it that way, or what it is. But that's normally how that defense works for Coach Epps.
Well, hopefully they'll figure it out at halftime because they haven't done a very good job. Couch's first free throw rimmed out, and she missed that one as well. That should have been an over-the-back foul. They may have decided to put the whistles in the pocket. Donettes still lead by 1 point, 15-14. Lily Knight gives the ball to Haley Epps between the circles. Comes back to the right side to Davis. Back door, Lily Knight underneath, and she scores. Good cut there by Lily Knight. And a good job by Tara Davis to find her. Prosser with a basketball. Bounces the Couch on the baseline. Inside position there for number 22, September Pressler, and she scores. That's the second time that's happened here in the first half. Now the Donettes throw it away. Unforced turnover. And Neelyville with a chance to take the lead. Again, they've had a few chances. They inbound it to Crosswhite. Dribbles into the paint, goes in, and she's fouled. And the Donettes are doing a whole lot of reaching. That's going to be on Lily Knight, her second.
Well, we may catch that, Missouri, Arkansas. We're at 22 here in the first half with 1:27 to go still.
Free throw, no good. But I'll tell you what, neither team has done well from the free throw line. Neelyville's only 2 out of 8 now. That's unofficial. The Donettes are 6 of 13, and they made all 6 of those in a row. Crosswhite gets that one, ties the game at 17 with 1:20 left in the first half. Lob down to Watson on the baseline. Dribbles in, goes in, she's fouled. There's no chance of her making that shot. She was too far to the basket because she got bailed out big time there. And that one, second one on Pressler. Now both of these, I don't know, may not have enough players to finish the game right we're going. Watson's free throw's good. About time they made one. They missed 2, made 6, missed 5, and now they made another one. 5 points for Delila Watson. Next one is no good. Offensive rebound by Marley Kennan. Gonna bring it back out. Throws it out front to Davis. Davis dribbles to the right wing. Now back out front to Epps. Free throw line to Kennan. She has it knocked away. From behind, here comes Couch. She's gonna drive in. She's gonna put it up and in. Neelyville up 19-18. I believe that's her first lead since 4-0. And now the Donettes turn it over again. A pass a little bit too high for Epps. 50 seconds left first half. And Freedom Bates is going to check back in. Coach Epps is on to his daughter about not taking a charge.
Not taking that thing. I was thinking
his
it.
Lips.
Yeah.
And not at least attempting to. And a nice backdoor pass, and Crosswhite about broke the backboard with that one too hard. Davis pass ahead. Knight catches, stops, lets him shoot it. Oh my goodness. Now she's going to shoot it in this block. And she let the defense fly by, and then she passed it back out. She was wide open. She did a good job to catch the pass because it was a little bit long. And corralled it, and then kind of gathered herself, but she just shot the ball. We'll keep it here. We've only got 27.5 seconds left first half. And Neelyville has regained the lead 19-18.
Well, here's something we can talk about. This same JV team we're watching on Saturday went to Jackson, is that right? Is it Jackson or Dexter?
I forgot where they played, but
they played Park
Jackson.
Hills.
Oh, they played Park Hills. They went to Jackson.
Jackson, I think that's what it is. And anyway, they came away with a win, a pretty convincing one. I think it was, 33-20?
I didn't hear the score. I just asked Adam if they won, and he said they played pretty good.
Yeah, well, hold on. I think I can get that pulled up right here, actually. If they plugged it in, I've got it.
It'll be Donettes ball underneath their own basket.
33-22.
Okay. Tara Davis will throw it in. Lobs it into Delila Watson. Takes one dribble, puts it up, it won't go. Crosswhite with the rebound. Heads up the floor, they better turn around. She's going to take it all the way. Wild shot, and it almost goes in. Offensive rebound, and she's falling down. Now the pass up the floor. Davis got Kennan on the other side, goes down, backs out, and she walked. She should have, Coach Epps is saying she should have hit Kennan on the other side. And Epps is going to come back in. 7.6 seconds to go. And Neelyville with a 1-point lead, and they've got to come the length of the floor. And Davis gets a deflection out of bounds. Prosser throws it in. Crosswhite. Cut back to the basket, and she gets fouled. The last thing in the world you want to do right there. Make her hit that shot. It's going to be on Lily Knight, and she's got 3 fouls. Ava Monahan's already on the bench with 3. Crosswhite makes the first one. And she has 4 points since coming into the game. And that one is good as well. So that's the end of the first half, and Neelyville has regained the lead, 21-18. And Dalton, I mentioned when they started second quarter, Crosswhite and Couch both are play on the varsity, and they scored 12 of the 15 points they scored that quarter. Now Crosswhite is a sophomore, but I think Couch is no, they're both sophomores. But Coach Epps could have done the same thing. You know, a lot of times he plays Sarah Owen down, you know, but he chose not to. But they're still in the game, only down 21-18. We'll look at the scoring real quickly here. September Pressler has 3 for Neelyville, 2 for Elena Prince, 4 for Reese Dobbins, 7 for Addison Couch, and 5 for Jade Crosswhite. And they were 5 of 11 from the free throw line. They have Alexis Shepard with 3 fouls, and then Pressler, Prince have 2 apiece. Over on the Donettes side from the free throw line, they were 7 of 14. And their scoring went like this. Haley Epps had 2. Macy Manus 2. 4 for Lily Knight. 3 for Tara Davis. She's hit the only 3-pointer in the ball game. 5 for Delila Watson. And 2 points for Ava Monahan. A foul trouble for the Donettes. Monahan has 3. Lily Knight has 3. And Macy Manus with 2. Our halftime score is 21-18. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back right before the second half starts. So stay tuned here to Current River Broadcasting for more Donettes basketball.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no 2 roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are so low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
Through the years, it's taken all of us to make our community great. We're proud that Chevrolet has been an important part of America's history for many generations. In Ripley County, Missouri, you are as American as it gets. And that's why your friends at Countryside Chevrolet of Doniphan want to say thank you. Thank you for making our country and our community great.
Welcome back, everybody. We're at halftime of the junior varsity game, and the Donettes trail the Neelyville Lady Tigers 21-18. We still got varsity game coming up your way here after this one. And reminder again, tomorrow night it's homecoming, and the boys will be in action. They'll be taking on the East Prairie Eagles, and they're going to have the homecoming festivities between the junior varsity and the varsity game tomorrow night. JV game will start at 6 o'clock, and we'll have both those games for you on Current River Broadcasting tomorrow night. And then next week, I believe we only have one game next Friday night. It's a boys game. Can't remember who they're playing right off the bat, but that's the 27th, I believe, is the next home game.
For the boys?
Yeah, I got it right here. If I can find it. That's the girls. Saxony Lutheran. Boys are playing Saxony Lutheran High School here next Friday night. But they go, let's see, the 24th, next Tuesday, they go to Clearwater. That'll be an Ozark Foothills Conference game. Next week for the girls, they play at Dexter on Monday. At Clearwater, I guess they'll play before the boys at Clearwater on Tuesday. And then they go to Twin Rivers on Thursday. Their next home game is not until the 30th against Jackson. The Donettes ball start the third quarter down 3 points. Ava Monahan, Macy Manus, Tara Davis, and the Donettes almost lose it, and they do. They throw it away. Let's see, Neelyville's got Kinley Day out there, Reese Dobbins, Elena Prince. I think they got their starters back. Alexis Shepard playing with 3 fouls, and Maddie Prosser. Donettes have Freedom Bates. Marley Kennedy, we got a travel on Dobbins. Tara Davis, Macy Manus, and Ava Monahan. Davis throws it up ahead in the corner to Monahan. Monahan's going to dribble into the paint, kick it out to Manus. Manus back to Monahan. She's open in the corner for 3 and way overshoots it. Way overshoots it. Neelyville comes out with it with a 3-point lead just underway in the third quarter. Prosser picks up her dribble, gives it to Day behind her. Day head of the key. Dribbles right wing, gives it to Shepard. She tries to lob it underneath, and catching the ball and putting it in is number 25, Elena Prince. And it's a 5-point lead. Monahan beats the press off the dribble, goes to the baseline, kicks it out front. Now Davis in the paint, knocked away and stripped, and Neelyville picks it up. Donettes trying to do a lot of dribbling through his own press. Best way to break his own press is pass it. Dribble against man-to-man press. Donettes get a steal. Ball lobbed underneath to Monahan. Her shot blocked, I assume. Then we're going to have a foul. I think it's going to be on the Donettes. Going to be on Freedom Bates. Bates and Davis check out. Epps and Lily Knight check in. Shepard, she walked, that's a walk. She takes off every time. Coach Epps is hollering at the referee right there. I don't think she did it that time, but about every time she takes off, she takes about a half a step before she puts the ball on the floor. And Prince loses it out of bounds. Seems like Neelyville, when there's a loose ball, they're getting it, though, almost every time. Neelyville's been in the press the whole ball game. They're still in a 2-2-1. And that pass, not enough on that. Haley Epps got to get a little more zip on it. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Donettes. We played a couple minutes here in the third, and Neelyville's got the only 2 points. They lead by 5. Epps dribbles up to the double team, and she lost it out of bounds. Worst place in the world to stop, other than going across the half line and stopping. Prosser gives it in the corner. Shepard dribbles into the paint, and that should be a trap. Oh, no, goodness, that's a they're going to call a foul.
And you've mentioned that tomorrow night is homecoming. I've been texting Matt just to make sure we were on the same page. That is going to be live streamed A couple times, especially over at the football field, we've had to upload those, but this will be live streamed, and that is going to happen between the first and the second game. The homecoming festivities will happen between the first and the second game, and that will be live.
Okay. Well, I knew it was between the first and second game. I assumed it would be live since we're in the gym here.
Right.
We got another foul on the Donettes underneath. That one's on Marley Kennan, her second. Already 3 team fouls, and that will send Elena Prince to the free throw line for Neelyville. Free throws off the back iron. .444 left third quarter. Donettes went a long time in that first quarter without scoring as well. That one's good. And we got a jump ball in the back court, and it'll be Neelyville's basketball. This is about as sloppy as I've seen the JV play. Of course, Neelyville's got something to do with that, but never seem to give the other team credit, do we?
That's just not as fun that way.
Loose ball, and again, Neelyville gets the loose ball. And now interception by Maynard. Passes up ahead to Davis. Got a 2-on-1. Dribbles in over to Knight. Knight puts it up, and she is hammered. 2 shots coming for Lily Knight. That foul on McKinley Day. Her second. Knight's free throw is good. Boy, she got a good looking shot. And she has 5 points now. That ties Delilah Watson for the team lead right now at 5 points. That one is in and out and back in. (24-20). Neelyville leads it by 4. Now Haley Epps gets the loose ball, and we're going to have another tie ball. This one will go the Donettes' way. Good hustle by Haley Epps. She knocked it away and almost got the steal. Epps throws it over. Macy Manus kind of runs under it like a football pass there off the bounce. And now Epps is going to travel. Neelyville's two guards on the front of that zone is coming all the way out to midcourt. There's got to be somebody open around the head of the key when they got the ball out there. And if you get it past them, you got a 4-on-3. But they're not looking there, it don't seem like. They're looking to go across the court instead of, and another ball loose. And another tie ball.
I looked at Neelyville's bench and I looked over here at Coach Epps and they were both doing the same thing. Just kind of rubbing the head across the temple like, what are we doing here, girls?
Neelyville just barely beats the 5 count, and Neelyville calls a timeout. They had gotten it inbounds before the 5 count. But we'll take a break here. 24-20 is our score. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
After the tie ball, it goes to Neelyville this time. They lead with 4 minutes and 3 seconds left in the third quarter, 24-20. Driving to the basket is going to be Prosser. Picks up her dribble, back out front. Day fakes the 3. Now her little floater is going to get a good bounce there. And it goes in for McKinley Day in her first basket. Pass up the floor. Monahan has to save it. And she's going to step on the out-of-bounds line. Coach Epps just keeps running them in and out when they make a mistake.
Yeah.
He's not used to having to do that either.
No.
Inbounds pass today, and over in the middle, ball knocked away, and again they're going to come up with a loose ball. The Donettes just cannot get a loose ball. Shepard's jumper no good, and the ball's loose, picked up by Dobbin. Gives it to Day. Now ahead of the key to Prosser. She's going to fire up a three, and it's good. Maddie Prosser, that's her first basket of the game, and it's a 9-point lead. And going to have another tie ball. And the Donettes are having a terrible time right when they get the ball across half court against those two guards coming out on. They need to try to do what Davis did a while ago when she threw the pass up over on the right wing. She just stood too close to the out-of-bounds line. Davis drives in, the ball knocked away from behind. Day headed up the floor, and she passes it to Prosser. She wasn't looking, but she's going to come away with it anyway, and we're going to have a foul on the Donettes. That's going to be on Freedom Bates, her third foul. And Neelyville's opened up a 9-point lead. Bounce pass in underneath, turnaround jumper up and good. And that is going to be Prince. She has 7 points now. Marley Kennan back in the game for the Donettes, placing Freedom Bates. There you go. Now that's the way to do it right there, but the pass got too much air under it. It's going to be stolen away. They run it perfectly. They just didn't get enough on the pass. Day heads back the other way. Dribbles to the wing. Gives it to Dobbins. Dobbins lobs it down underneath, wide open. And it's going to be Prince again. And this has got to be the biggest deficit the JV's faced all year. And Coach Epps has to call a timeout. But Davis was tied up in the back court. And with 2:39 to go in the third quarter, it is 33-20 in favor of the Lady Tigers. We'll be back in 1 minute with more Donettes basketball.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her, and him, and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Keith Bowman and Dalton Pennington at the Bill L. Wright Gymnasium in front of a full house. The JV game here, the Donettes are down 13 points, and I'm pretty sure that is their biggest deficit of the season. And Neelyville is just kind of eating them alive on defense. They've not been able to get any easy shots. They're having a hard time getting the ball up the floor, and when they get it across half line, they're still having trouble. Now this time, Monahan back in the game, and Lily Knight just fumbled it away. And a couple times they have been able to do it, they've made a bad pass or something. And we got to travel on Day. They let them get away with that in women's college basketball. And again, the Donettes lose it. Ball went right through Macy Manus' hands. They're going to get another easy layup. Oh, the shot no good. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Elena Prince. Tori Moreland and Haley Epps coming back in the game. 33-20. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Lily Knight throws it up the floor to Monahan on the right wing. Dribbles to the baseline. And she throws it right to Shepard. I don't know where she was going with that, but they caught Shepard that time. She's walked, I don't know how many times tonight, not called it, but they caught her that time. I have no idea who she was passing that to, do you?
No. Well, I think it got tipped, it looked like, and it was supposed to go up to Monahan, or Davis, pardon me.
Well, it didn't
make
that
it
wasn't
there.
much of a tip, though. I mean, for it not to go any farther than it went.
Well, it looked like it pushed it up, is what I thought.
Well, everything the Donettes do pretty much, is, except for that little stretch in the first quarter, has not been
right.
It's not been right. Davis has to throw it way out front. Epps lost it, but it's picked up by Monahan. Monahan trying to dribble through a couple people, and luckily she got bailed out. They call a foul on McKinley Day. That's 3 on her. Neelyville definitely been very active on defense. Inbounds pass to Monahan. Going to dribble into the paint, goes up for the shot, no good. But we're going to have a foul on Neelyville. 25, Elena Prince. Now she's got 3. Prince has got 3, Shepard's got 3, and Day has 3. Donettes have only scored 2 points this quarter. They were both from the free throw line. And Monahan's first shot, no good. She makes a second one. She has 3 points in the game. Shepard brings it up the right side. She gets a screen, goes in. Shot up, no good. Offensive rebound by Day. She is triple teamed, and I think they're going to have a tie ball. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Day. After they took the ball away, she pushed Monahan down. They probably should have called a jump ball there before. They both had their hands on it for quite a while. It'll be Donette's ball. That is the 4th foul on Day. I don't know, this game's kind of moving kind of slow with all the fouls. If Moreland tried to save that, it would have been out on Neelyville, and then we're going to have a foul on Haley Epps. First of all, it was not a good pass by Epps. And then Moreland, she let him win, it'd have been out of Neelyville because the ball was tipped. Maya Martin comes back in for Neelyville, replacing McKinley Day. Dobbins to inbound it. Pass down low, knocked away, and we're going to have a foul on Moreland. That'll be team foul number. It jumped from 5 to 10. I don't know how that works, but they're not. That is wrong. They just had 5 up there. When I looked over, it was 5 because I was waiting to see if it went up to 6 or not. Now they go back to 4. Maybe they'd already put the one up there for 5. Well, anyways, they're not shooting. I guess they got it straight down there. But they've got the light lit under the bonus, but they've only got 4 fouls for them. That don't make sense. Inbounds to Shepard. Lobs it underneath, and a catch under there by Prince. Missed the shot. And we're going to have a foul. Lily Knight has picked up her 4th. Ava Monahan's out there with 4 fouls. Now Knight has 4.
Prince, for no bigger than she is, does a really great job of getting position down low. She's found herself in a good spot 2 or 3 times.
Now she's got the defender between her and the ball. Well, they've kind of lobbed it over the top.
Either that or she's playing it to the side and then still gives them plenty of room to pass it where she can spin up underneath the goal. She's done a great job of positioning herself tonight.
She missed both free throws. And we got a foul down low on the rebound. That may go against the Donettes too. And that's on Moreland as well. She's picked up 2 quick ones. Freedom Bates coming back in for Lily Knight. Marley Kennan in for Moreland. Now we have 16 fouls, so they'll inbound one more time. Dobbins will throw it in. And there's some confusion at the scorer's table. I got a feeling it may be on the amount of fouls on the Donettes, but I'm not really sure. I got a feeling that's supposed to be 7, but score's 33-21. That is the 7th team foul. They're going to shoot a 1-and-1. They got messed up there a while ago when I said I looked up there and it was 5 and they put it back. It'll be Reese Dobbins at the free throw line. She's got 4 points. And the free throw, no good. Ball tipped around. Monahan got it, and the ball knocked out of her hands. And it'll be off of Neelyville. And they just continue to pressure the Donettes, and they've not showed that they can do a very good job of handling it so far. Pass down low. Bates turns into the paint. Wild shot up, no good, and nobody touched it. Now Coach Epps is wanting a foul. I can't imagine you're missing that shot without a little help that bad. Donettes have only scored 3 points this quarter. Neelyville has racked up 12. And a long three-pointer put up short. That was by Prosser. And the ball run down in the corner by Manus, and she's double-teamed. And she's going to be tied up, and it'll be Neelyville ball.
Keith, this may be the longest 7-minute quarter I think I've ever seen play.
I'll tell you what, it's already 7:09, and we still got a quarter to play. Usually by now we're running down to 15 minutes for the varsity game.
Right.
Well, I don't have to work tomorrow, so I guess that's good. Dobbins for 3. It's an air ball. Monahan with a rebound. Got a man wide open up the floor again, and they can't get that head up, and Neelyville is not really allowing them to see up the floor. That foul will be on Maya Martin. That is Neelyville's 15th foul. So they'll have to throw it into the backcourt against the pressure again. Somebody got to get open. They get it to Monahan. 20 seconds. Again, she dribbles through the double team. Bates puts it on the floor, goes up, a shot blocked. Kind of swallowed the whistles when the shots go up on that end. Another tie ball, and the arrow is pointing to my left. Donettes ball. .12 seconds left, third quarter. Donettes could use a bucket here before the end of the quarter. Lob pass comes into Kennan. Puts it on the floor in the corner. Davis. Her pass is batted out of bounds. She runs it down. And they're going to call a travel even though she got bumped. Huh. 2.6 seconds to go. They bounce it in. Davis knocks it out of bounds. 0.9 seconds to go. And this has been a rough third quarter for the Donettes. 33-21. They throw it in. Turnaround shot up and good. They give her a 3 on that? 2. That was Prosser. And that makes the score 35-21. I'm not really sure. Well, with 0.9, I guess she had to turn around, though. I don't know. They're going to count it. Well, that's the end of the third quarter. It's 35-21. Neelyville on top. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are still low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
True Value.
Fourth quarter underway, and the buzzer goes off because one of the officials is still talking to the score table after the ball was thrown in bounds, or about the time they threw it in. This game has kind of been messed up the whole way through, just about. And you can tell by the score, as far as the Donettes are concerned, they trail 35-21. And they're still talking about those fouls.
No, I think this is possession.
But Doniphan got the last one right down there, I'm pretty sure, underneath the basket.
Well, that's twice the Neelyville scorekeeper's gone out onto the court. And I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. Normally the home book that you address that issue with.
Yeah, I mean, the home book is the official score.
Yeah.
It always has been. I assume it's still the same way. My daughter was in high school. I kept the scorebook for East Carter, and at one time I almost got a technical from one of the referees. I won't mention his name. He doesn't ref anymore. I think he's quit a couple years ago, but yeah, he's in some pretty poor health. But yeah, he told me, he said, "Keith, you're going to have to keep your mouth shut." I said, okay. Well, I don't know if they got it figured out or not, but Neelyville's taking it out just like they would have before all that. So, and they've still got 7 fouls and 6 fouls on the board. And we're going to get a foul on Macy Manus. Coach Epps is all over the one official.
Folks, let's keep it calm, all right? Sportsmanship. Let's remember that.
And it'll be a 1-on-1 for Neelyville. They're in the bonus. Team foul number 8. It is going to be Addison Couch, as they have Couch, Crosswhite, Shepard, Pressler, and Prosser. Oh, they got Pressler and Prosser in there again at the same time.
They just wanted to mess you up here this fourth quarter, Keith.
Free throw by Couch is good.
Well, one thing I will say, I'll wait till she shoots here.
That one no good. Macy Manus gets the rebound for the Donettes.
It is never good to get the water boiling before the varsity game starts because both sides are fired up right now already.
They have an intercepted pass, but they're going to call a travel on Pressler. Donettes will inbound in the front court, down 16 points. Manus lobs it over to Monahan in the corner to Davis. Manus has it now, goes into the paint. Out to Monahan, a three-pointer up and no good. Ball tipped back out towards midcourt. Monahan throws it to Manus, right through her hands, and Shepard shoots a layup on the other end, scores, and she is fouled. And I've said it all night long, every loose ball is getting, Neelyville's getting it. And a lot of times you can say that's because you're getting out-hustled.
It seemed like both Doniphan girls there that had an opportunity for that ball kind of let up.
Well, I don't know why Monahan dove for it.
Dead.
I mean, the ball was tipped. It
Right.
was going to the back court. It wouldn't have made any difference. Free throw, no good. And another offensive rebound. Crosswhite misses. And then it goes out of bounds off of Crosswhite. Marley Kinnan back in for Macy Manus. And Emily Johansson comes into the game as well for Haley Epps. Ball deflected out of bounds. I still don't understand why they don't set screens to get the ball in bounds anymore. I just do not understand that. 4 players down there and nobody set a screen. They want you to throw it in that corner. Oh my goodness. And they catch a break there because Neelyville can't handle that, but that pass was way overshot.
Keith, we have not even played a minute in the 4th quarter yet.
Oh my gosh. And the lob pass is stolen. Shepard over to the other side and Couch lays in. And they are pouring it on now. 41-21. Donettes passes have just been horrible tonight. I mean, I can count on one hand how many good passes they've made, I think. Gonna have a foul on Pressler. Ava Monahan will shoot a couple free throws. It's a 20-point lead with 5:49 to go. It feels like they're up about 30. Monahan picks up her 4th point on that first free throw. Next one is up and good. I don't think Doniphan has a field goal in this whole second half. I think they're all they've only got 5 points. Yep, they've made 5 free throws. They do not have a field goal in this half.
And Keith, I don't know how many shots we've actually put on the goal.
Not very many because they thrown it away.
Exactly.
And even other than that one stretch in the first quarter, the second quarter wasn't any better.
Right.
It's just been one of those nights. Now see right there, Kinnan was wide open at the free throw line, and they didn't get it to her. Monahan with a runner, no good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a tie ball. And again, the arrow favors the Donettes. That's so many stoppages in play in the game. No flow to it whatsoever. And that's the reason it's going to be a quarter late before we get the varsity game started, probably. Donettes are going to lose it out of bounds after the blocked shot. Ooh, boy, that lemon drop had some twang to it. A Couch walks in the backcourt. Wow. I may have spit that one out, Dalton. Oh, man. Must not have been enough salt on that one. Sugar, I mean. Davis is double teamed. We're going to have a foul call. Donettes are in the bonus as well. That one is on 32. Shepard, that was 4 on her. And Tara Davis will shoot 1 and 1. It's good. Maya Martin comes in for Shepard. And that's nothing but net on that. Pass up the floor to Martin. Throws it down low, catch, and put up and in by Pressler. Pass up to Monahan. She's 1 on 2, and she sidesteps the defender, misses the layup. And on the rebound, there should have been a foul there on Joe Hansen, but they didn't call it. And keep that clock running a little bit. I imagine is what they're thinking. Donettes in a 2-2-1. And getting behind the defense, again, wide open is Pressler. And you can tell Crosswhite's played varsity ball and plays a lot on the varsity because that was a nice pass. And Davis loses it again. Pass over to Crosswhite, turnaround jumper, no good. And now Martin's going to shoot it, and it's no good. Ball goes out of bounds off the Donettes. Macy Manus, Freedom Bates back in for the Donettes. Joe Hansen and Kennan check out. 45-25. And bounce pass comes to Couch. Puts it on the floor, spins to the baseline. Cut off there. Good defense by Monahan, but she gets the shot up, no good. Another offensive rebound. But Pressler's not able to save it before it goes out of bounds. Gonna have to hurry. They just get it across, and now she picked it up in a bad spot. She gets it on the baseline. Ball intercepted. Now thrown right back to the Donettes. And Manus is going to be fouled by Crosswhite.
Well, this Neelyville squad, for the most part, is pretty young, but don't forget that Parker Ernst, the big freshman, that plays for a lot of varsity minutes.
Well, she starts.
Yeah, so very, very bright future for Neelyville out of these couple good sophomores they have, plus her.
Well, they pretty much just keep coming kind of like Doniphan does anyway. Manus misses the free throw. And the ball is thrown out in the middle of the floor. It's going to be picked up by Monahan. Monahan's going to turn, shoot, and score. 45-27. Crosswhite will lob it up the floor to Couch. On the baseline to Martin. Now back to Crosswhite. Crosswhite dribbles to the baseline. Back out free throw line, Couch. She dribbles into the paint, and we're going to have a foul. That's going to be 5 on Ava Monahan. And she will foul out with 7 points. Well, I thought it was 5. It'll be 2 shots for Couch. Tara Davis, who just came out of the game, will check back in for Monahan. She fouls out with 7 points. Free throw, no good. They've only made 2 out of 9 free throws in this half, or they could even have a bigger lead. Donettes have made 7 out of 9. Couch has got 11 points off the bench. Yep, gets a screen, gets into the front court, runs into Freedom Bates, but hangs onto the ball. Cross court, Davis dribbles to the baseline. And a blocking foul on Maddie Prosser. Tara Davis has, has 5 points in the game. And that one is good.
So have we crossed the 40 foul mark yet? It's got to be close, right?
I don't know. I don't know if I can count them up or not. That one is off. Ball's going to be saved in the corner by Neelyville. And then the ball thrown in over to number 5. Number 5, Nicole Akers, checked back in. I did not see her come into the game. And we got a timeout with 2:57 to go, 46-28 to score. The Donettes trail. We'll be back in 1 minute on Current River Broadcasting.
We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. We're for starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for doing as much as you possibly can on a Saturday and absolutely nothing on a Sunday. We're for building a life in Missouri and going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you build is protected, we're here for you. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we are Missouri for life.
I'm Lindsay Turner, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
(46-28), the Neelyville Lady Tigers leading this junior varsity contest with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the ball game. Still got the main event coming your way here about 15-20 minutes after this game starts. And
what do you mean, Keith? This isn't it? This isn't the...
I hope not.
That's the title match for the night?
Well, it might be the title bout.
There you go. There you go. Well, there's been enough hitting for it, I think.
That's for sure. I should have counted the fouls during that timeout, but I don't think I'd have had time. And Epps finally gets it into Bates. Nice move into the paint, and she's going to be fouled. That one is on Nicole Akers.
I'm going to get a stopwatch going over here and see what the longest
can go without fouling.
Yeah, how far I can run it out without something happening.
The way it's going, I wish it'd be 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Bates misses the first one. Martin checks back in the game. Akers goes right back out. I kind of feel sorry for her. They got an 18-point lead with 3 minutes to go, and she commits a foul, and they take her out, and she hadn't hardly played in the game at all. Free throw missed. Donettes get the offensive rebound. Davis is going to bring it back out and set it up. Bates is wide open at the free throw line. Again, they go to the side. Davis dribbles to the baseline, puts it up in the left hand, no good. Ball loose, and it's going to go out off of Neelyville.
That's happened multiple times tonight where Freedom's been open at the free throw line. And then to make matters worse, the offside help down low has been coming up when they think that when the point guard, they think they got it beat. So if they would just drop it off the base there, she should have.
Got a free throw. You're maybe even able to drive.
Drive and drop down one step and pull up and put up a jump shot, but the Donettes just aren't seeing it.
And that time they tried to get it to her, and we got a foul on crosswise. Well, that was about, 3 seconds there?
Maybe.
It'll be Haley Epps at the free throw line. And she misses. Well, until they started on this second 10 set of free throws this half, they made 8 out of the first 10, but now they're 0 for 4. 0 for 5. Another offensive rebound by Bates. And then Couch and Epps tie up. And this possession arrow points the Lady Tigers' way.
4 seconds. 4 seconds. That's how far we made it there, Keith.
Well, it's going to take a long time to play that 2:27 going like that. Cross-White has it knocked away, goes right to Martin. Martin gives it back to Cross-White. Back to Martin, right through her hands. Picked up by Lily Knight. And then her pass is batted out of bounds. We got 12 that time.
Yeah.
12 seconds. Pass up the floor. Johansson has it knocked away by Cross-White. Picked up by, Pressler. Cross-White heads the other way. Hands it off. Now into the paint. Couch with the left hand and lays it in. got 13 points to lead the Lady Tigers. And she's only played 2 quarters. We're into this quarter, she'll have 2 quarters played. And Johansson again has it knocked away. Prosser's not able to hang on to it. And we have Akers and Shepard coming back in. Martin, Pressler, and Prosser on the floor for Neelyville. And the pass is over Johansson's head, out of bounds. Lead back to 20.
Had a change of possession there and no time off the clock. How about that?
Well, both teams are still full court pressing, so we'll probably have turnovers and fouls. And there's a turnover on Neelyville. And Macy Maness is fouled. They just can't resist the temptation to reach in and try to knock that ball away. That one's on Prosser. (14-25). Maness misses the first one. 35. This will be the 52nd free throw shot in the game. If I didn't miss one somewhere along the line.
How many?
52nd total.
Woo!
Second one is good. Macy Maness has 3 points, all of them from the free throw line. Shepard picks up her dribble. And the ball knocked out of her hands by Haley Epps. Pass comes into Martin. Gets it into the front court. Give it over to Akers. Akers in the corner, Shepard. And her pass is knocked away and a foul on Freedom Bates. We're about to get under that 1 minute mark.
Yep. Freedom did everything right there until she had her dead, and then she stuck the hand up over the top trying to knock it away. Got her dead, kind of in no man's land right there at the baseline.
Shepard shoots a line drive free throw and gets it to go. Tori Moreland back in the game for Lily Knight. Well, that is a line drive, isn't it? She made both of them. It's only the second time all night that somebody's made 2 in a row for Neelyville. Donettes going to turn it over again.
But, Keith, we're under a minute.
Yep. And we got a lot to talk about before that next game.
Right.
So hang with us between games here. Neelyville turns it right back over. 55.2 seconds to go in the game. Haley Epps lobs it into Bates. Bates turns, shoots, and she is fouled.
Oh.
Well, this will make 56 and 57, I think, now.
And by no means are we wanting to wish the JV girls off the floor, but there's not a lot being learned from this game either.
No. Bates makes the free throw. That's her first point of the game. She got a good looking shot. Both free throws are good by Freedom Bates. 48 seconds to go. And I think the Donettes are going to get that one.
No, I think they're going to say Neelyville.
But Martin hit it last.
That's who I thought, but it looks like Kyle pointed.
Oh, my gosh. How do you miss that?
I don't know.
Pass down underneath. Freedom Bates intercepts it. Knocked away from her. And a foul on Emily Johansson.
You may need another set of batteries for the next game.
Huh?
I was talking to Ken over here. He may need another set of batteries. Yeah, that mic may be dead. Just
free throw no good by Martin.
Just from reporting who's going to the free throw line.
They've got me so messed up. I don't know if I put my circles down and I darken in for my free throws or not on that one. Second one by Martin is good. And that is her first point in the game. 51-31. Manus over to Davis. Gets it across the half line. Manus drives all the way to the hole. Shot blocked. Freedom Bates gets it, puts it up, no good. Tip back to Johansson, and she shoots it all the way over the basket. And Johansson give a little elbow there to Akers. I think the official seen it, but he didn't say anything to it. He shouldn't be doing that. 15 seconds to go. Shepard walked again and got away with it. Pass down underneath the basket, shot up no good. And the ball's loose on the floor, shot up no good. Shot up is, with 1.4 seconds to go, we got a foul call. They could have called a foul on any one of those shots.
Yeah, there was a wide variety to choose from there.
I think all three times they shot, they could have called a foul.
Well, and I think we even had some little extracurricular going on the floor too. So, I mean, take your pick, I guess.
Free throw good by September Pressler. That one's off. And the buzzer sounds. And our final score is Neelyville 52 and the Donettes 31. We're figuring up some totals here real quick. Well, if my totals are right, we had 60 free throws shot between the two teams.
That's quite a few.
We'll look at scoring. Neelyville Pressler had 8. 9 points for Prince. 1 for Martin. Shepard had 4. Prosser had 5. Dobbins 4. Day 2. Couch had 13. And Crosswhite had 5. And the only one not to score that played was Nicole Akers. And they were 11 of 27 for the game, Neelyville was. For the Donettes, they were 18 of 33 from the line. Their scoring went 2 points for Haley Epps, 3 for Macy Manus, 6 for Lily Knight, 6 for Tara Davis, 2 for Freedom Bates. Delila Watson had 5, and Ava Monahan had 7. So our finals 52-31, and we are getting set for varsity action. And we're going to take probably about a 5-minute break, and we'll get back. We got a lot to talk about before this varsity game gets started. And as I said earlier, the Donettes and Neelyville in the second meeting of the year. Donettes won the first one, but it was a very, very close game all the way throughout. So we look for much more of that in this one. But we'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. This is Keith Bowman, Dalton Pennington alongside as we are getting ready for varsity action between the Neelyville Lady Tigers and the Doniphan Donettes. A big Ozark Foothills Conference game, Dalton, because most likely whoever wins this game is going to have the leg up on getting the number 1 seed in the tournament and probably winning the conference as well.
Right. And let's see. Neelyville's yet to play East Carter, so East Carter could throw a wrench in it for Neelyville if something were to happen and the Donettes were to drop this, force maybe a 3-way tie if East Carter can upset there. But let's just pull for the Donettes to win tonight, and then they'll kind of have the heavy hitters, so to speak, out of the way in the OFC and just
I think all they'll have left is Twin Rivers and Clearwater,
correct,
I believe,
correct.
after that. So
correct. Well, let's look at some stats. The Doniphan Donettes, as Keith said, 13-1. They score at about 58.4 points per game, and they allow 39.6. So Donettes kind of have a larger win margin, so to speak, than the Dons. We've talked about that before, how the Dons get into these single-point games, it seems like, all the time. And as Coach Cagle said, fourth quarter is their best quarter. And he's got a lot of comeback wins this year. But the Donettes win by a little bit of a larger margin than their Don counterparts. Neelyville also has 13 wins, but they have 3 losses. One of those, of course, coming from the Donettes. Neelyville, though, scores a little bit more per game than the Donettes do, a little bit quicker. They score 65.4 points per game, but they do give up a little bit more, and they give up about 43.4 points per game. So a very, very, very balanced matchup here tonight. We'll look at some other stats here in a second. We'll look at some like opponents and different things, and you'll see just how similar these two teams really, really are. And when you boil it down, I think it's just going to come down to, probably winning over the turnover battle, hitting your free throws. I think that's going to be the big difference maker, because both of these teams shoot really well from the floor. They're both really aggressive. They're both going to get some steals. They're both going to be in your face all night long. So it's really going to come down to who comes away with some loose balls more and who hits their free throws. I think it's going to be the 2 big things that we see out of this ball game. Speaking of free throws, the Donettes shoot about 50% from the free throw line. So tonight, to not make that a thing, the Donettes are going to need to probably shoot closer to 70%. That would be my safe number. I feel like that's a good place for the Donettes to hang out. It's about 70%. They do shoot pretty well from the floor. They shoot 43.4% from the floor. They do shoot 30.9% from behind three-point line, so about 1 out of every 3 three-point basket goes down for them. And the Donettes are averaging 35.9 rebounds per game, which is extremely impressive, but can be kind of attributed to Sarah Owen and Kinsey Reedus. Both of the Doniphan big girls do a great job of getting good position down low and finding themselves with some rebounds, and that's going to be part of that turnover battle that we were talking about, getting some loose balls, some of those 50-50 balls. Sarah Owen and Kinsey Reedus should play a big factor in that tonight as well. Kinsey averages 16.1 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, and she shoots 56.8% from the floor. McKenna is going to come in at second with 11.3 points per game. She averages 4.3 assists to 3.8 turnovers, so about +1 from McKenna in the assist to turnovers. And like I said, those turnovers are going to be a big part of the Donettes game tonight. If they can limit those turnovers, they should find themselves in a good place come the end of the fourth quarter. Brooklyn averages 10 points a game. She shoots 36.3% from three-point range, so she's about 6% higher than the Donettes overall is Brooklyn Klepsik from shooting behind the arc. Grayson averages 8.8 points per game and shoots probably one of the Donettes' better free throw shooters. Matt's got a stat down for us. She shoots 71.4% from the free throw line, so that's kind of where the Donettes need to be tonight as a team overall, about that 70% line. Sarah Owen, like we said, she's going to be one of the big girls down low for the Donettes. She averages 3.9 points a game, but more importantly, Sarah pulls down about 6 rebounds a game, and that's going to be, like I said, a difference maker. Her and Kinsey getting those loose balls, those 50-50 balls, offensive boards, give those Donettes some second chance looks is going to be big for the game tonight.
Well, the last time they played, the Ernst girl, she's a 6-foot freshman for Neelyville, and she's a really good player. But I don't remember exactly how many points she scored, but they did a really good job on her, and that was one of the reasons they were able to win the game. So I think that's going to be one of the important things is to keep her under control. And she is a big girl for a freshman. And the game before that I watched them play, I don't remember who they played. I think it was Naylor. I mean, she just had a field day against Naylor. But the Donettes with the two big girls, Kenzie Reedus, Sarah Owen, they did a good job of keeping her under control. And they've got a couple of good guards as well. The Anchor girl is the one that done the most damage against them down there. And she is, I think she is one of the few seniors they have. And she handles the ball. To me, just look at her. She doesn't look like a point guard, but she does a really good job of handling the ball. But I see a lot of turnovers in this game by both teams. Just kind of the way the JV game went. Hopefully won't be that many, but both teams really get after you on defense. And I would say that, like you said, turnovers is going to be a big thing. And I think if they can keep the Ernst girl from scoring a whole lot of points, and the Donettes, you know, they've got to make shots, whether they're free throws or regular shots. But I think it will probably be a really close game and probably all the way through. I would be shocked if it's not.
Right. Well, looking at, they do have some common opponents that they've played, and these win margins are about the same thing too here. When we were talking earlier about how these teams are pretty well balanced, I mean, they're very balanced. For example, both the Donettes and the Neelyville Tigers have played the Greenville Bears. The Donettes won by a score of 81-22, Neelyville 85-37. Looking over at the Hay-Tie game, the Donettes won 59-18. Neelyville won 66-26. They both have played Naylor. The Donettes won that one 71-40. Neelyville won their game 65-37, a little bit closer there, but still yet, you look at these games and they're very, very, very similar in how they match up with these other teams. Even looking at those scores, you see kind of about the same win margin for both of them. So I'm like you. To think that this is going to be an easy win or a win that the Donettes are just going to be a walk away with, I think you'd be sadly mistaken to think that. I think this is going to be a great matchup, and I think the fourth quarter is probably going to be where we just see our outcome.
I think it'll come down to that. I don't think anybody will have it won at the end of the third quarter.
No.
I would be shocked. And I don't believe I mentioned this, but Neelyville is ranked 6th in the state in Class 2. Donettes are ranked 7th, I believe, in the latest poll, 7th in Class 4. But there's not, I'm sure Neelyville is probably a bigger 2A school, and the Donettes are kind of a smaller 4, so there's not really as much difference there as you would think, amount of student-wise. Well, both teams have headed to the benches. We're getting ready for the national anthem, and when we get ready for that, we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll get back here to give you the starters for Coach Becky Hale's Neelyville Lady Tigers and Coach Adam Epps' Doniphan Donettes. We'll wait until they get ready to start here before we go to break. Large crowd on hand here tonight. Both sides are about full. So we're going to take a 1-minute break. Be back. Stay with us.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
Welcome back, everybody. We are set for the main event right now. The Neelyville Lady Tigers. Addison Couch, a 5'6" sophomore. Jade Cross-White, who both played in that JV game, a 5'8" sophomore. Laney Dobbins, number 12, a 5'7" junior. Ella Aker, number 15, a 5'7" senior. Dan Parker, a 6-foot freshman. For Coach Becky Hale, Dalton said Neelyville 13-3. Donettes are 13-1. First starter out, Grayson Kirby, number 1. McKenna Monahan, number 2. Sarah Owen, number 23. Number 32, Kenzie Reedus. And number 51, Brooklyn Klepsik. Neelyville wearing maroon uniforms with gold numbers. And the Donettes in their home white.
Keep in mind, this is not just a sporting event, it is also an educational opportunity. So please,
it'd be good to get off to a good start.
Practice and teach good sportsmanship.
Well, Kent just read his good sportsmanship. We may have to read that a couple times tonight because I think it's going to be heated on both sides of the gym. The Donettes, Matt had that in here. I think the Donettes have won the last 5 straight matchups, but they lost 13 in a row dating back to 2009 prior to that. These two teams always seem to be at the top of the OFC, so I don't expect it to be any different tonight.
Donettes control the tip. McKenna Monahan takes it down, stops on the baseline, gives it out to Grayson Kirby. And her pass is stolen away, trying to get it to Owen by Couch. Couch carrying the ball all the way down the floor, which they never call that. Wide open, Laney Dobbins for 3. It's short. Long rebound, and Sarah Owen runs it down for the Donettes. Gets it to Monahan. They got 2 people up the floor. The ball tipped and stolen by Neelyville, and that's going to be a travel on Laney Dobbins, or excuse me, Jade Crosswhite. The same thing happened in the JV game one time, I recall. Donettes had 2 people down the floor wide open, but Monahan's pass was deflected. Monahan down low to Reedus. She's going to go in with the left hand, missed it. Ball tipped around, loose, picked up by Couch. Just underway in the varsity game. Couch up the floor to Ella Aker, guarded by Monahan. Donettes playing man-to-man. Monahan and Aker's shot is blocked. Goes after it, and her and Sarah Owen's going to tie up, and it will be Neelyville's basketball. Good help defense. We were talking about help defense in the JV game. There was the help defense right there by Sarah Owen, or that probably would have been 2 points. Dobbins gets it in the corner to Couch. Couch dribbles around her man and goes in and missed the layup. The ball tipped out, picked up by Dobbins. Out to Aker. 3-pointer by Aker, and it's good. So they've got a couple offensive rebounds already. Kirby with a crossover dribble, misses a shot, but Reedus is there to put it up, no good. Sarah Owen puts it up, no good, gets it again, puts it up, it's good, and she will go for the 3-point play.
Those are the exact kind of series I was talking about right there when we were talking about this game at the very beginning. Getting a lot of second chance looks. That was probably a 4th or a 5th chance there. And if the Donettes can keep doing that all night, they'll find themselves in a good spot at the end of this.
Owens free throw, rims out. Ball tipped to Couch. Got Dobbins up ahead. Monahan gets back. She stops and goes up, and the shot's blocked. Neelyville gets the loose ball. Couch over to Crosswhite. Into the paint, throws up a wild shot, and they're going to call a foul way after the ball come back off the goal. It's going to be on Klepsik, and it'll be 2 shots for Crosswhite. Neelyville up 3-2. We're just underway. We played about a minute and a half. And the free throw by Jade Crosswhite is good. Next one is also good. Well, we missed our free throw. They made theirs too. I don't like that at the start. Kirby bounces it to Monahan. Monahan goes in, drops it off to Reedus. She puts it up and in. Great pass. That was about a 2.5, 3-foot pass right there. Akers double team, and her pass is deflected. Picked off by Klepsik, and she throws it away. tried to go a little too fast. They got the turnover, but then they turned it right back over to Neelyville. Bounce pass comes to Aker. Double team, ball knocked loose again, and we're going to have a foul on Monahan. Well, we were kind of wondering how they're going to call this game after the way they called the JV game. Kind of looks like we're going to have a lot of fouls, which I kind of figured that. Now Monahan knocks it away. She got Klepczyk on the other side, fakes it to her, lays it up in the air. Jenna Monahan gives the Donettes a 6-5 lead, and they take it away again, and it's going to be a jump ball, and this one will go to the Donettes. Monahan's all over the place down there. And the Donettes will have it as they've taken their first lead 6-5. It'll be Kenzie Reedus throw it in. Into Owen. Owen gives it to Kirby. Kirby hands it back to Monahan. Monahan over in the corner, Owen. Got a Klepczyk down low. Reedus has got him sealed off, and she kicks it out. Monahan for three. Bingo! I didn't wish she had to throw it out, but it worked out all right. And quickly back the other way. Aker down with the right hand, and she lays it in.
That was too easy.
Back the other way, fast and furious. Monahan dribbles to the baseline. She's double teamed. Pass back to Kirby. She gets out of a double team, dribbles into the paint. She's going to take it all the way, and she's going to be fouled. That one may be on Ernst. They're going to call it on Aker. And she's got 2 fouls already. She has both team fouls, and it'll be Grayson Kirby shooting 2. And her free throw is good.
As we talked about, Grayson's leading the Donettes in free throw percentage. She averages 71.4% from the line. A little bit higher now.
McKinley,
that first one.
McKinley Day checks in for Aker. And Kirby 2 for 2. Pushes the Donettes lead to 11-7. Full court pressed by the Donettes. And Dobbins dribbles through it. Now they got numbers. Going to take it all the way. Goes down, her shot blocked. Owen comes out with it. Donettes got numbers up the floor. Klepczyk goes in, gets a screen, lays it up, missed it, got her own rebound, put it up, missed it. And the ball tipped out of bounds by Neelyville. Donettes missed a couple of chances there. That was a good screen set by Kenzie Reedus for Klepczyk to get that. But I think she was a little bit too far towards the baseline and didn't have a good angle on the backboard. Donettes retain possession. Lobbed into Reedus underneath the basket, dribbles one time and scores. I don't like seeing her put it on the floor, but it worked out all right that way. Now Couch gets a screen on the other end, and she scores and is fouled by Grayson Kirby. Exact same thing on that end that happened on the other end, only they made theirs. And the bucket's good for Couch, and she'll have a three-point opportunity. Free throw, rims out. Kenzie Reedus with the rebound. Gives it to Monahan. Donettes lead 13-9. Monahan gets around to the defense. Going to take it down with the left hand, and she scores again. She just run right by the defense and laid it in, and she's pretty good with that left hand, too. 15-9, Donettes. Almost halfway through the first quarter. Donettes knock it away again, but Neelyville gets it back. Day gives it over to Couch. Now to Ernst, way out away from the basket. Donettes want to keep her out there all they can. And she is tied up, almost a 5-second call. Couch with it out front. Dribbles down, and Reedus knocks it away. Ball still loose, and Couch comes away with it again. Dobbins, head of the key to Crosswhite. Now in the corner. A three-pointer's way short, and it's going to go out of bounds. I thought Reedus touched that, but they're going to give it to the Donettes. Maybe it was Neelyville's player that touched it there. But that shot was about 2 foot short of the goal. That was by Day. Neelyville in the 2-2-1, and they pass it to Sarah Owen in the middle. And now Jade Crosswhite picks up a foul. That's the third team foul on Neelyville. And now we got the number 25, Elena Prince, coming in for Neelyville, replacing Crosswhite. Donettes up by 6 with 3:27 to go in the first quarter. And they've got the basketball. Lob, and the Donettes are getting that ball to the high post in the varsity game where they weren't doing it in the JV game. Kirby in the corner, Klepsik to Reedus. Out to Kirby, three-pointer up and no good. And the ball is saved by Klepsik, and she gets pushed by Prince. She pushed her. What do you think? That is the fourth team foul on Neelyville. Kirby will inbound it. Gets it into Klepsik. Klepsik out front to Monahan. Fakes the three-pointer, dribbles to the left side, going to shoot the 15-foot jumper, no good. Ernst with a rebound for the Lady Tigers. Dobbins with a baseball pass up the floor, and the ball is going to be stolen by Grayson Kirby. Passes it to Klepsik. Klepsik comes down, little hesitation, goes in, throws it up off the side of the backboard. She got too deep, and Prince comes away with the rebound. Up the floor, Dobbins dribbles to the baseline, and it's knocked away and almost stolen again by the Donettes, but Kirby can't quite get to it. Peyton Lowry, Maddie Reedus into the game, and it'll be Klepsik and Monahan checking out. Neelyville ball with 2:39 to go first quarter underneath their own basket. Dobbins has to throw it way out front today. Right wing to Couch. Dribbles to the baseline, now back into the paint. Her shot blocked by Maddie Reedus. Passes up the floor to Peyton Lowry. Reedus is coming to help. Lowry's going to take it down, sidestep the defender, no call there. She probably should have pulled that one out. Couch on the right wing. She's guarded by a much bigger Sarah Owen out there. I was kind of shocked to see Sarah guarding her. Now Dave fakes the three, goes in and shot blocked. Oh, they're going to call a foul. And Coach Epps is looking at that same official again because he didn't like the way he called the first game either. That looked like a pretty clean block. But that will send McKinley Day to the free throw line. Her free throw's good.
I think the only thing that looked like a foul maybe there is after the block, which is a loose ball. At that point, Maddie kind of bumped into her as she was coming down, but it looked like a clean block to me.
Both free throws are good. And it's 15-11 as we have Delita Watson come into the game for Kenzie Reedus. Pass over across the floor to Peyton Lowry. Free throw line to Sarah Owen. Her little runner's up and a foul on, that was going to be on Ernst. And here we go. They've made 4 out of 5 free throws so far. So far the Donettes are 2 of 3. And the only one they missed was Sarah Owen, but it looked good, it just came out. And she gets that one to go. So if they can be even from the free throw line with Neelyville, they'll be in good shape,
right.
I think.
I think so too.
Bailey Honeycutt in the ball game. Owen's second one is no good. And Neelyville with the rebound. Couch will get it across the half line. She hands it off to Day out at the volleyball line. Now to Ernst on the left wing. Dribbles into the paint, goes in, shot up, and no good. And the ball tipped back out to Ernst at the elbow. And a long jumper put up, no good. And Bailey Honeycutt with a good rebound. That should have been a foul on Dobbins. She blocked her out. And Coach Epps, he doesn't usually get too animated, but he's been pretty animated all night. Yeah. That should have been a foul. It is Donette's ball on the alternating possession, but
yeah, Bailey Honeycutt did everything you were supposed to there. She got a body in front of her.
Oh, no, they're going to give it to Neelyville. It's 16-11. Donettes lead by 5. Pass in right underneath the basket. The shot is missed. That was by Prince. And Delila Watson gets the rebound. Gives it to Honeycutt. Back to Reedus. Up ahead to Lowry. She'll get it across the half line. Cross court to Honeycutt. Stops at the free throw line. Maddie Reedus drives, lays it up too hard, and it is saved before it goes out of bounds, and it's loose on the floor. Another tie ball as Sarah Owen dives in there with 2 Neelyville players, and another tie ball, and this one will go to the Donettes. The September Pressler checks into the ball game. And she replaces Elena Prince. Lowry tries to force it in, and we're going to get a foul. That one, I think, on Dobbins, maybe. That one is on Laney Dobbins. That is 16 fouls, so a minute to go in the first quarter. The next foul, the Donettes will be in the bonus. Lobbed into Sarah Owen. Passes to Leah Watson. She missed it. Owen battling for it. Going to go back up with it. Partially blocked. And Neelyville finally comes out with it. Somebody going to get back for the Donettes. Good job there by Maddie Reedus. Pass in the middle of the floor. And a wide open path to the basket. And Couch misses the straight-on layup. And Maddie Reedus gets the rebound, and she's fouled by Couch. That's what they call compounding the problem, Mary. You miss an easy shot, and then you make a foul 80 feet away from your basket. Sarah Owen checks out with well-deserved rest. Maddie Reedus back in, and we'll go to the other end and shoot a 1-and-1. With 39 seconds left in the first quarter, Donette's already in the bonus. That was the first foul on Addison Couch. Maddie's free throw, no good. Mackenzie Reedus tips the ball back to Delila Watson. Cross court, Honeycutt dribbles into the paint. Ball batted away, gets it back, bounces it to Maddie Reedus. Cross court, Peyton Lowry dribbles into the paint. She's cut off, hands it to Reedus. Now Bailey Honeycutt, wide open three, in and out. And the rebound by Ernst. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Couch gives the ball to Dobbins. Dribbles to the baseline. Up and under, and Bailey Honeycutt fouls it. That's one where you just let them go ahead and shoot it and see if they can make it. But now they're probably going to get 2 free throws. .4 seconds to go. And Laney Dobbins at the line. And her free throw no good. Her 4 out of 6, and Donettes are 3 of 5 so far, so it's about the same. That one's no good. Maddie Reedus is going to be tied up, and actually that might be a good thing there. And Neelyville's only got a second here, and then the Donettes will get the ball to start the second quarter. Grayson Kirby checks back in. And she replaces Bailey Honeycutt, and also Jade Crosswhite coming in for Couch. Get on the, watch him lobbing it right under the basket. Oh my God. And the shot put up at the buzzer by September Pressler with her left hand to make it 16-13, Donettes at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back here on Current River Broadcasting. Don't leave us.
We see the potential of her and him and you, of where you're from and what you can accomplish. Because when you set your mind to it, there's nothing you can't do. But reaching your potential isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about helping others, supporting your neighbors, building your community, and investing in people that make a difference. Like her and him and you. Because when you're from here, that's just what you do. And from here, we can do anything.
Well, folks, we had pretty much the first quarter like we think maybe the whole game's going to be at 16-13 Donettes. It'll be Donettes ball, and Donettes will send the starters back out. Klepsig, Monahan, Kirby, Kinsey Reedus, and Owen. And the Neelyville will send their starters out as well. That will be Dobbins, Crosswhite, Aker, and Monahan throws a bad pass out of bounds. Had the right idea, a little high. Ernst, Aker, and Couch for Neelyville. They throw the ball into Dobbins. It looks like she's going to go all the way. She does, and the shot's good. That was a tough shot by Laney Dobbins. And Neelyville back within 1 at 16-15. Klepsick in the right corner. Free throw line to Owen. Now on the left side, Monahan. Monahan going to dribble in. Throws it over to Klepsick. She's open for a three. That one's off. Ball tipped around. And Dobbins comes out with it. So Neelyville with a chance to take the lead here. She's met by Kirby. Throw down underneath the basket. Out to Aker for three. And it's no good. And ball is tipped. And Neelyville comes up with it. Back out to Couch. She goes around the screen and she loses the ball. She acts like she might be able to come up a little lame there. It's a 2-2-1 full court press by Neelyville. They bring Kenzie Reedus in up to get the ball in bounds. Up to Kirby and she'll get it across the half line. Hands it in the corner, Klepsick. Right wing to Monahan. I think she had Kenzie right there and didn't get it to her. Back out front, Kirby. Baseline, Klepsick. Dribbles over and gives it on the left wing to Monahan. She's going to fire up a three. It's no good. And Aker with the rebound. She brings it into the front court, cuts back into the center of the floor. Passes to Ernst. Ernst goes in, shot up, no good. Good defense by Sarah Owen. She might have been able to draw a charge there, but it worked out all right. Now Monahan drops it off to Reedus, running the floor, and she scores again. That was another one. That might have been a foot pass there. That was really close. 18-15 Donettes. Couch picks up her dribble out at the volleyball line. Backdoor pass, Dobbins. Goes in, lays it up, no good, but we got a foul on Kirby. And that's going to be 2 on Grayson Kirby.
Yeah, the Donettes are going to have to watch that. Neelyville's really spreading the floor, and it's given an open lane to the basket. So the Donettes are really going to have to watch when they switch off that somebody's there to help cover that backdoor cut.
And again, a miss by Dobbins. She's 0 for 3, I believe, from the free throw line. Maddie Reedus is going to come in for Grayson Kirby. She'll go to the bench with 2 fouls. Yeah, I was always one where even if you're playing man-to-man, if they're on the wings on you, lay off of them a little bit and make them catch the ball, and then you can go get them. Dobbins gets the second one.
And it's not like Neelyville's absolutely, lighting
Throwing
up
it up
from
for three.
three-point. Exactly. You can give them a little space.
Klepsick about an 8-footer, and it's good. That's Brooks' first 2 points. 20-16 Donettes. Aker going to dribble it up. Monahan down the floor with her. Dribbles to the baseline. Monahan cuts her off and then knocks the ball out of her hands.
McKenna is so fast.
That she can be beat and she'll catch up with it. It's unreal, right?
Yeah. And then get position back.
Yeah. I mean, she cut her off on the baseline. She was not able to get the baseline there.
No.
And we got a 5-second call. Good defense by the Donettes. Now Neelyville kind of backs up on their press just a little bit. Monahan with the basketball over to Maddie Reedus. She's open from about 10 feet and banks it in. I don't know if she meant to do that, but we will definitely take it.
Of course she did.
22-16. I think Aker half the time thinks she's got Monahan beat, but then she don't.
Yeah.
Aker down low to Ernst. Backs her way in, turnaround jumper, good shot by Parker Ernst. That's her first 2 points, and we're almost halfway through the second quarter, so they've done a good job on her so far. Owen, head of the key, lobs it down low, and she throwed it short. And Ernst picks it up, and then Klepsick takes it away from her, and then she falls. And they're going to call a walk. And both sets of fans are upset over that one.
Over 2 different calls.
It's going to be Neelyville's ball. Peyton Lowry's going to come in, and she'll replace Brooke Klepsick. It will be Neelyville's ball. 22-18. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. Cross White gives it on the right wing to number 2. That's Gracie Green. And now Monahan knocks it away and steals it. takes it away from Couch, and then she is going to be fouled. Hopefully she's all right over there. She plays so hard and gets knocked around so much. She's holding her right shoulder.
Looks like what she ran into her with.
Yeah, because she turned like this.
Yeah.
And it'll be shooting free throws on the other end now. That is the ninth team foul. They called a foul. They got to be shooting 1-on-1. The rest of the first half, Neelyville fouls at 2 shots every time for the Donettes. But right now they are 3 of 5. Neelyville is 5 out of 9. And he's going to put Brooke Klepsick in to shoot the free throws. Hopefully McKenna's all right. She's holding that right shoulder. And she's tough, so you know if she's holding it, it's probably hurting. Can't afford to have her out of there, but the way she plays on both ends of the floor. So Brooke Klepsick will shoot the front end of a 1-on-1. And it's good.
Not that McKenna's a bad free throw shooter, but
that's not a bad trade.
That's not a bad trade, yeah.
Delila Watson's going to check in and give Sarah Owen a break.
So I would think behind Grayson, Brooklyn's probably number 2 in free throw percentage.
Probably so. 23-18. Klepsick shooting one more free throw. And that one rims out. And Ernst gets the rebound for the Lady Tigers. Gives it to Couch, throws cross court to Crosswhite. Crossover dribble, tries to get it to Ernst. It's knocked away, and they go to the floor. And they're going to say Ernst touched it while she was on the end line. And again, Donettes diving to the floor. Delila Watson after that one. Get it in the middle of the floor to Watson. And she does the right thing. As soon as she gets across half court, pick it up. Don't let them knock it away from behind.
Hand it off to a guard.
Lowry's bad pass. She telegraphed that all the way. And Ella Aker puts it up and in. I mean, yeah, I could see that coming from up here. 23-20. And those could be a 4-point turnaround there, because if they'd have scored, they would have been up 7. Instead, now we got another foul. That's going to be 2 on Crosswhite. And Dobbins will come back in to replace her. And Delila Watson will shoot. And it'll be 2 shots. Well,
they were.
Did they change it?
I don't know. Neelyville's bookkeeper came over there a second ago, and I think they were trying to get the fouls figured out.
Well, he said 1-on-1, so. Watson's free throw is good. That'll get her the second one. Her free throw shooting has improved a lot.
Yeah, she shot it really well in the JV game. She went to the line 4 or 5 times.
Next one on the way, and it's good as well. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 6 out of 9 from the free throw line so far, so far pretty good.
Yeah.
And who do we have come in? Number 35, that's Reese Dobbins. Donettes go to a 2-2-1 now. Akers double team. Gets it over to Crosswhite, up the floor. Ernst drives, shoots, and scores. I don't know about you, but I thought if Kenzie would have seen that, could have intercepted that pass. It looked like she wasn't looking. 25-22. Maddie Reedus over in the corner. Klepsick picked up quickly in the lane. Reedus, she's going to put it up, no good. Ball tipped out to Lowry. Back in the corner. Klepsick step back 3, that's short. And Watson's going to get it, and she puts it in. And she got away with a walk right there. She moved both feet before she put it on the floor. We're going to have a foul on Watson. Will that put them in the bonus, or was that 6?
That should be 7 right there, I believe.
They get that up there so quick sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
I think they'd already put it up there. That foul was on Delila Watson. Now they're trying to figure it out now. Hey, the two scorekeepers having all kinds of trouble staying together, aren't they?
Well, the thing is, the scorekeeper from Neelyville is conflicting the home book, but it's supposed to be based off your home book.
I know. They're going to give them the 1-1. I don't know what the deal is here, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually have 7 marks.
Do you? Okay. Well, then it's right.
She brought rain with that one. No good, and Kenzie Reedus gets the rebound. Lowry up the floor for the Donettes in the corner. Brooks steps into a 3, this time no good. And Lowry gets the offensive rebound. Out front to Reedus, and her pass deflected out of bounds. She was trying to get it over to Klepsik for another 3-pointer. Grayson Kirby will check back in for Peyton Lowry with 2:50 left first half. 27-22 is our score. Watson's pass is batted away and stolen. You look right where you're throwing that pass every time. Can't look it off and pass it the other way. Dobbins, the cross wide in the corner to Dobbins. Now that is Laney Dobbins. Number 35 is Reese Dobbins. They get it to Aker at the free throw line. Takes it down, puts it up too hard. And on the rebound, the ball is loose, going to go out of bounds off of Brooke Klepsik. I think we could have had an over-the-back foul on the Donettes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sarah Owen in the game. And she replaces Delila Watson. Laney Dobbins will trigger for Neelyville. Bounces in to Ernst, and her shot blocked by Kenzie Reedus, and Maddie Reedus picks it up. And she throws a bad pass. But they couldn't handle it. Now you talk about luck. That's lucky there. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left first half. It's 27-22. Klepsik, free throw line to Sarah Owen. She dribbles one time, throws it back out. Kirby over to Maddie Reedus. She's got a lane to the basket. Her shot is blocked. And the ball loose, and Sarah Owens there again. She's going to take it down, put it up, no good. Gets it back, and we're going to have a foul. Great work by Sarah Owens.
She's playing a great game tonight. I was getting ready to say that too.
She plays great almost every game. She doesn't score many points.
No, but she plays hard all the time.
And it will be 2 shots now.
And we talked about she averages about 6 rebounds a game. She's got to be close.
Well, I think she's got more than that already.
Yeah,
she had 2 or 3 right there.
Right.
Oh, the free throw rims out again on her. She's missed 3 free throws, and all of them have gone down in and come back out. That one will bounce around and fall through. She has 4 points, and it's a 6-point lead with 1:40 left first half. Cross White with a drive to the basket. Her layup no good. The ball tipped out. Grayson Kirby's going to pick it up. Klepsik's on the other side. She's going to take it down. Left-handed layup no good. Reedus follows it up, and she scores. That's one thing Kenzie Reedus does that Parker Hurst don't do. She runs the floor. Akers open for a 3. It's good. She's already got 10. She has 10 of their 25. Grayson Kirby out front with the ball. Gets a path to the basket, goes down, lays it up and in. As the game kind of picks up a little bit here. Dobbins has it knocked away. Oh! Are you kidding me?
Wow.
That wasn't even close.
That was all ball. I mean, wow.
That's the 3rd foul on Kirby, too.
Wow. That hurts, especially with Mahanahan sitting on the bench. You don't know exactly what condition she's in.
And Dobbins makes the first free throw. Yeah, that's one they shouldn't have got there.
No, definitely not.
Kirby checks out. Peyton Lowry back in. Now, Dobbins missed a few to start with, but she's starting to make them now. She has 5, and it's 32-27. Maddie Reedus will have to run the point. Free throw line to Owen. Out to Lowry. She's open for a 3-pointer. It's no good. And Cross White with a rebound. Brings it to the other end. Cut off by Klepsik. Out to Dobbins. She's going to fire three way off to the right side. Air ball goes out of bounds. And Aker is going to check right back in the game. Dobbins missed that bad. 27.8 seconds to go. And the Donettes, we'll see if they hold for the last shot. Unless they get something better, I would think that they would. Honeycutt, free throw line to Owen. Their shot blocked, but she's going to get it back. Out to Honeycutt. She dribbles into the paint, runs into Reedus, and they're going to call a travel. And Neelyville's going to get it back with 11.5 seconds. I wish they would have just held it for one shot myself. Couch throws it in. And it'll be Cross-White to bring it up with 7 seconds. Throws it down in the corner, Reese Dobbins, and her pass is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Neelyville with 1 second. Now they scored with 1 second left in the first quarter. Need to make sure they don't let them throw it down around the basket. I wouldn't even guard the out-of-bounds player here. I know that's a hard place to throw it in. That's what they're trying to do. And, boy, that was an awful long 1 second.
Yeah, it was.
Well, that is the end of the first half, folks, and it's kind of what we expected. It's a 5-point lead for the Donettes, 32-27. They scored 16 points in the first quarter, 16 in the second. Neelyville scored 13 in the first and 14 in the second. We will take a quick look at the scoring here. Neelyville has 2 points from Addison Couch, 2 from Jade Cross-White, 5 for Laney Dobbins, and already 10 for Ella Aker, 4 for Parker Ernst, and there's somebody else got 2 down here. McKinley Day has 2, and also September Pressler with 2, and they were 2, 4, 6, 7 out of 12 from the free throw line, and the Donettes were 2, 4, 6, 7 out of 11, so almost exactly the same for both teams from the free throw line. For the Donettes, 4 points for Grayson Kirby. McKenna Monahan had 7 before she went out, and hopefully she's going to be back here in the second half as she went out with it looked like a shoulder injury. Maddie Reedus has 2, Sarah Owen 4, Kenzie Reedus 8, 3 for Brooke Klepsik, and 4 points for Delilah Watson. So our halftime score is 32-27. Donettes in this key Ozark Foothills Conference game with the Neelyville Lady Tigers. We're going to take a break. We'll be back shortly before the second half starts. You're watching the Donettes on Kern River Broadcasting.
Through the years, it's taken all of us to make our community great. We're proud that Chevrolet has been an important part of America's history for many generations. And Ripley County, Missouri, you are as American as it gets. And that's why your friends at Countryside Chevrolet of Doniphan want to say thank you. Thank you for making our country and our community great.
We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. We're for starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for doing as much as you possibly can on a Saturday and absolutely nothing on a Sunday. We're for building a life in Missouri and going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you build is protected, we're here for you. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we are Missouri for life.
I'm Lindsay Turner, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
At Mathis Timber, our goal is to provide our landowners with the greatest possible financial return on their timber lands, while not damaging young timber or leaving your property in a mess. We have served Ripley County and the surrounding areas since 1939. We will buy your timber on lump sum total or percentage. We have several references upon request. Contact Craig Mathis at 573-429-0996 and see how Mathis Timber can assist you with all your timber harvesting needs.
The housing market is hot and interest rates are still low, making it a great time to sell your house or look for your new home. Either way, Taylor Schleif with United Country American Realty in Doniphan is there for you. Check out her listings online and be assured that Taylor will be with you every step of the way, making the process easier and more enjoyable for you. Come see her at their office in Oak Tree Village or schedule an appointment by calling 996-6786. Taylor Schleif and United Country American Realty, coming soon to a closing near you.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
True Value.
Welcome back, everybody. We hope that you're not just joining us, because if you did, you missed a whale of a first half. The Donettes lead the Neelyville Lady Tigers 32-27 at the half, and both teams are back out on the floor warming up, and we do not see McKenna Monahan out on the floor taking her warm-ups for the second half. So I do see her standing down there now.
She's stretching, over
She's
here
stretching
by the
that right arm. I don't know if we've got a trainer here tonight or not, an athletic trainer. I don't see anybody down there with her. Do you?
No, I do not.
She acts like it's hurting her to raise her arm up above her head. But, well, the Donettes are really going to miss her in this half, so that means some of the other girls. And this may give Maddie Reedus a chance to get back on track here.
Right.
I mean, she's kind of coming around as she missed that whole first half of the season.
Well, and don't forget, Grayson's in a little bit of foul trouble, so if it really is going to fall on anybody's shoulders here, I think you're right. I think it's going to be Maddie Reedus is going to have to, is going to have to carry a lot of that load with McKenna being out.
Well, we sure hate to see her out, and hopefully, even if it is something that she can't play the rest of this game, it's something that won't hold her out
long term.
Yeah, and I believe, what did I say, next week? Is it next week? They've got 3 games, or 3 or 4 games next week.
I've got that schedule right here. Hold on, I can tell you.
I was thinking that they said they played somebody Monday. I forgot. And then they play
Dexter. They've got Dexter, Clearwater, and Twin Rivers. So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday of next week.
Well, Dexter's not a conference game, but it is a district game.
Right.
And that's one that you'd like to be healthy for sure.
Well, and here we are playing a 5-point game with Neelyville. But looking back at these like opponents that Matt printed us out, Neelyville, one of their 3 losses is to Dexter. Pardon me. They beat Dexter 48-46. So a close ball game there. So if the Donettes match up that well with Neelyville, they're probably going to match up very similar to Dexter as well.
Well, it's going to be Neelyville's ball, I believe. They send out Dobbins, Ernst, Couch, Crosswhite, and Aker. And the Donettes will have Kirby, Maddie and Kinsey Reedus, Brooke Klepsing, Sarah Owens. So Maddie is starting the second half. And the Donettes. And Crosswhite loses the ball as she went around the screen from Couch there and just kind of lost the handle on it. And a couple of Doniphan defenders was there, and she just dribbled it out of bounds. So the Donettes will get it back. Neelyville in some sort of half-court defense here. Reedus gets it to Owen. Back to Reedus. Back to Owen in the corner. Looking inside, trying to get it to Kinsey. Lob over and the ball knocked away. And Grayson Kirby's going to come out of there with it. Maddie Reedus dribbles into the paint, turns around, she's wide open. Out to Brooke Klepsing, 3-pointer. Oh, round and out. And Ernst with the rebound. She'll give it to Couch. Well, that'd have been a big one if it went down. And in the corner, Dobbins is wide open, drives to the basket, shot up and good. And Dobbins gets a steal. Klepsing did not come back to the ball there, but the Donettes are going to get a break. And we got an offensive foul on Dobbins. Who drew that charge?
Sarah Owen did.
Well, she made up for her bad pass. Of course, Klepsing did not come back for the ball there very good either. Kirby will dribble it across the half line. She gets around Ernst. In the corner, Klepsing, 3-pointer. Long. Sarah Owen with the rebound. She's going to shoot a hook. No good. Kinsey Reedus with the rebound. It's knocked away from her. And Owen goes to the floor to save it to Klepsing. Hands it to Reedus. She turns around, spins, shoots, missed it. I think she turned around one time too much. Neelyville with a chance to get within one or tie it with a 3-pointer. They get it to Ernst, and she makes her way on the block, and that time Reedus come down with her arms. And Kinsey Reedus picks up her first foul. And I don't like the way the second half started. And Parker Ernst, the 6-foot freshman, had 4 points in the first half. They did a good job on her, but that time she got really good position, and she missed the free throw. 6:27 to go, third quarter. It's 32-29 Donettes. Ernst's next one's an air ball. And it goes out of bounds, and the Donettes will get it back. They could use a basket this time down the floor. They've had some good shots, but haven't been able to make them. Donettes get it across the half line. Maddie Reedus with the basketball. In the corner, Klepsik. She's open again. Another three is an air ball, and she is not connected on a three-pointer tonight. Cross-white takes it to the other end, hands it to Dobbins. Dobbins bounces out to Aker. She dribbles into the paint. She's open. Missed the shot. Ernst with the rebound. Goes up, no good, but we're going to have a foul. That one was on Brooke Klepsik, her second.
That foul was on the floor to me. It looked like Brooke tried to reach in there and tie up with her and grabbed her on the arm. That should have been a shooting foul there, I don't think.
Well, might not have been a bad foul. She's missed three in a row.
That's true.
Klepsik will go out of the game. Getting encouraged by Coach Epps that she has not been able to hit a three tonight. And she shot three here in the last couple trips down the floor. That one is off. Maddie Reedus with the rebound. Gets around the defender. Wide open is Reedus. Bounce pass would have got through there. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Donettes. Peyton Lowry checked in the game. The ball into Reedus. Goes up, no good. Pass up the floor. Couch is one-on-one with Kirby. Goes down, hands it to Ernst. Her shot blocked. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Grayson Kirby. We played 2 minutes and 16 seconds. The Donettes have not scored. And Neelyville's only managed two, but they've missed a bunch of free throws. 4 to be exact. Aker gives the ball back out front to Crosswhite. Crosswhite penetrates, gives it to Addison Couch. Down low to Ernst. Turns, shoots, and no good. And Maddie Reedus gets the rebound. She goes to the other end. She's going to take it all the way. Lays it up, no good. Kenzie Reedus with the rebound, and she scores. And again, following up the play. Quickly up the floor. Dobbins takes it to the basket. Don't foul her right there. She's behind the backboard. That one's going to be on Maddie Reedus. She can't make that shot. There's no way. But instead, she's going to get a couple of free throws. But before, we got a timeout. Both teams have only scored 2 points this quarter. 5:09 to go in the third. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
Hometown Pharmacy is your one-stop pharmacy for all of your medical needs. Our pharmacists provide shots for flu, pneumonia, and shingles all in this pharmacy with no appointment necessary. Refills can be requested online or through our app, and delivery is available if you live within the city limits. Transferring prescriptions is easy, so come by or give us a call, and our friendly staff will take care of everything. Come experience the difference a hometown pharmacy can make on LaRue Street in Doniphan.
We played almost 3 minutes, Dalton, here in the third quarter, and both teams only have 2 points, and both teams have had chances to score more than that.
Yeah, McKinnon's got ice on that shoulder now.
And it'll be Lainey Dobbins at the free throw line trying to cut into a 5-point lead of the Donettes. She has 7 points in the ball game. And she makes this one. She started out struggling a little bit from the free throw line, but she has made several now. And she can get Neelyville back within 1 with this second one, or back within 3, excuse me. And that one is good as well. They set up in their full court press. Nope, they back up. Maddie Reedus dribbles up the right side. She is rushed at half court. And the pass goes right under Sarah Owen, but Peyton Lowry's there to pick it up. Free throw line to Reedus. Out to Grayson Kirby. Now to Maddie Reedus. Drives into the paint. Shot up, no good. And Aker with the rebound. Donette's got to get back. Neelyville's got numbers. Cross-white, crossover dribble. Down into the paint. Lays it up and won't go. And Sarah Owen with another rebound, and she lost it. And then Grayson Kirby knocked it away from Parker Ernst. Donettes dodge a bullet there. Lowry dribbles into the paint. Out to Maddie Reedus. Maddie penetrates again, and her pass is blocked. She was trying to get it to Kinsey underneath the basket. You're going to have to throw that thing up higher. Pass up the floor. Dobbins dribbles to the basket, and her shot blocked. That's a walk. Yep. She falls down. Well, both teams are struggling on the offensive end right now. Delila Watson and Bailey Honeycutt come in, and the Donettes, two big girls, check out with 4:10 to go in the third quarter. And they got Parker Ernst at 6 foot, and now she backs up. As soon as the Donettes get it into the front court, they're rushing the guard out there with two people. That free throw line should be open. Kirby has it knocked away. Now it's almost stolen. Now she drives to the basket, forces it up, no good. That one's going to be on Ernst, her second. And Grayson Kirby will shoot the first free throws of the second half for the Donettes. They were 7 of 11 in the first half. And it's good. Grayson has 5 in the ball game. Trying to push the lead back to 5 points again. And it's good. 36-31. Addison Couch. Good hedge there by Delila Watson. Dobbins dribbles into the paint. Kicks it out to Couch. Couch cross court. Aker fakes the three-pointer. Now she's going to shoot it, and it's good. You cannot back off of her at all. She's got 13. That's her third three-pointer, and it's a 2-point game. Maddie Reedus drives again. High off the glass. It won't go. She's trying to be aggressive, but she's having a hard time getting it to go. And now Grayson Kirby with a steal. One-on-one with Dobbins. Goes down. Shot good. It's foul. Great anticipation by Grayson Kirby. And then she just put her head down and went to the basket. Got it to go, and she'll have a chance for a three-point play. There's that foul on Laney Dobbins, and that is her third. As we got Dobbins does go to the bench. And McKinley Day comes back in. And also Brooke Klepsik checked back in for the Donettes. Kirby's free throw, no good. Delila Watson's going to grab the rebound. She'll take it back out to Kirby, 38-34. Kirby over to Brooke Klepsik. In the lane to Watson. She goes in, put it up, blocked. Going to go out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Donettes. I like how Watson is aggressive. Even though against the bigger girl there, she took it right at her. Now all she needs to do maybe is learn how to stop and get a little head fake, pump fake, and get them in the air. And a little lazy pass there is knocked out of bounds. Luckily, that was not stolen. Now Peyton Lowry steps out, going to throw it in. Gets it in to Brooke Klepsik. Her driving shot is blocked by Ernst, and Ernst comes out with it. And they won't give her a head fake. I think she'll jump at the first move every time. Ernst is wide open underneath, and she scores. Kirby drives hard to the baseline. Back out to Maddie Reedus, cross court, Klepsik, wide open three, bingo, there we go. 41-36, Donettes back up by 5. Couch dribbles into the paint, ball knocked away by Kirby, Couch on the floor. There you go again, laying on the floor. We got a timeout by Coach Becky Hale. It is 41-36 Donettes. With 2:10 to go third quarter, we will take a one timeout, 30 seconds, and be right back.
Davis True Value is proud to sponsor the Dons and Donettes for another exciting ball season. Just like the Dons and Donettes, Davis True Value knows hard work wins the game. They are your selection, service, and savings destination hardware store, serving the area with paint, plumbing, electrical, lawn and garden, and housewares. Your local True Value Hardware with so much more. From window repair to chainsaw sharpening, we are the store of first choice. Behind every project is a True Value.
Well, the Donettes are hanging around 3 to 5 point lead here in the third quarter. Ever since the half, they started with a 5 point lead, and that's where it's at right now. Big three-pointer by Brooke Klepsik. That was the first one she's hit all night, and we both know she can go off and hit 3 or 4 in a row if she hits one. So Neelyville ball underneath their own basket. Cross White throws it in. Day's going to try a 3. It's no good, and Grayson Kirby gets the rebound. And again, she runs it hard up that right sideline, all the way to the corner. Back out to Maddie Reed's free throw line. Watson takes it down, puts it up, and they're going to call a double dribble on Watson. 1 minute and 56 seconds left, third quarter. Kenzie Reedus checked back in during that timeout. Donettes in a 2-2-1. Aker throws it up, and the ball tipped. Grayson Kirby gets it, and she is fouled by Addison Couch. And that's a good thing that was tipped because they had a man wide open down the floor. That will be team foul number 4 and the second foul on Addison Couch. Donettes with a chance to build on a 5-point lead. Kirby hands it in the corner to Klepsik. In the lane, Watson. He goes in, and they're going to call a foul on the floor, I think. That one's on Couch as well, so she's got 3. Laney Dobbins has 3. Grayson Kirby on the floor with 3 for the Donettes. Inching closer to that bonus, and Sarah Owen's going to check back in. And she'll check in for Delila Watson. And Kenzie Reedus will throw it in. Out front to Kirby. Fakes the three-pointer. Into the paint, stops, shoots, and she's fouled. That one's going to be on McKinley Day. And that'll be a shooting foul. And Grayson Kirby stepped it up here in the third quarter with McKenna Monahan on the bench with that apparent shoulder injury. And that one rims out. She missed 2 in a row now. And we got number 32. That is Alexis Shepard coming into the ball game for McKinley Day. Coach Hale's going a little bit deeper into that bench. The second one is good. And that is 9 points for Kirby now. And going to the floor for the ball. And we're going to have a travel called on Neelyville. Coach Hale griping to the official that's down at the other end. And she was not even close to the play. Now Coach Epps is going to call a timeout with 1:31 to go, and the Donettes up by 6 points. It's a full one. So we will take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back on Current River Broadcasting. (42-36) our score with 1:31 left in the third quarter. The Donettes are up by 6, and they have the basketball after the traveling violation on Addison Couch. Kirby set the inbound it, gets it into Maddie Reedus. Reedus comes back out front, down low to Kenzie Reedus in the corner. Brooke Klepsik, bingo, there we go. There's that inside out three-pointer. And it's 45-36 as Shepard brings it into the front court. Gives it to Ella Aker. Aker drives, got a man wide open, and that was Crosswhite. And Crosswhite's able to lay it in. Pass in the middle, knocked away by Aker, but Maddie Reedus gets to it first. Backs it out, gives it to Owen at the free throw line, over to Klepsik. Another three, bingo, there we go, 3 in a row. It's amazing how stepping into a shot is better than trying to step back or dribble into a shot. 48-38, Shepherd is tied up and she has the ball taken away. Klepsik coming down on Crosswhite, over to Kirby, and hustling back to knock it out of bounds is Addison Couch. I believe this is the biggest lead, isn't it, of the game?
So.
10 points, 48-38.
I think the Donettes got to 7 earlier in the first quarter.
Lob into Reedus. Kicks it back out to Klepsik. Klepsik going to take it in. Shovel pass down to Reedus, and she couldn't handle the pass. They go to the floor, and it's tie up. And the arrow favors the Donettes. Well, Brooke Klepsik, I just mentioned it a while ago.
Right.
If she hits one, she can go off and hit 3 or 4 in a row. She's hit 3 in a row.
She's about to flash out there again for it again.
Kirby gets around the defender. Little floater up, no good, but she is knocked to the floor. And that may be the third one on Parker Ernst. And it is, as they call that one on her. And Kirby been to the free throw line quite a few times here. I think she's the only one that's shot here in the second half from the free throw line. And she makes another one, and she is in double figures with 10 points now. Kenzie Reedus has 10, and Brooklyn Klepsik has 12. McKenna Monahan had 7 before she went out of the game early in that second quarter. Next one good by Kirby. And Kirby will check out. Peyton Lowry will come in to give her a rest. And we have Elena Prince coming in for Shepherd. Parker Ernst gets the ball. And Lowry's going to go down, and we're going to have an offensive foul. That's 4. I don't know about that one, but you know how these officials like to call that offensive foul. You got to give Lowry credit for standing in there. And Coach Hale is all over the official. I'm not really sure that I blame her, but right now wouldn't be a good time to get a technical either.
If I'm the Donettes, I take it right into the lane to Parker Ernst. She's going to be frustrated. I try to pick up that 5th one.
Pass down low. Right here. There's Reedus, turnaround jumper, no good. And that is the end of the half, but a good third quarter, or good end of the quarter. A good third quarter for the Donettes as they lead it 50-38 as we go to the fourth quarter. We'll be back with that fourth quarter in 1 minute.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no two roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
I am Doug Green, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, and if you're in Ripley County, I've got you covered.
Well, the Donettes outscored Neelyville that quarter 18-11, and they've upped that 5-point lead to 12 as we head to the fourth quarter. And the big girl for Neelyville, Parker Ernst, is playing with 4 fouls, and she heads back out on the floor along with Crosswhite, Aker, Dobbins, and Couch. The Donettes will send out Kirby, Kenzie and Maddie Reedus, Owen, and Klepsik. Klepsik hit 3 big three-pointers in that third quarter in a row to give the Donettes that cushion they've got. Ernst, fall away, is way short. Aker with a nice rebound, but she missed the shot. And the ball is tipped out to Kirby, and here she comes up the right side. Lobs it over to Reedus. Bobbles it, takes it back out to Owen. Owen dribbles into the paint, right over to Kirby, and she lays it in. Ooh. And again, Sarah Owen just does the little things. Back the other way. Pass out in the corner. Dobbin dribbles into the paint, and we're going to have a foul on the Donettes. And I see McKenna Monahan down there. She's got the ice off her shoulder. We call that foul on Brooke Klepsik. That is number 3 on Brooke.
Well, I would never tell Coach Epps what to do, but until the Donettes find themselves back under 10, I'd probably keep her on the sideline no matter how much she's begging to come in.
Well, I mean, I think I'd have to get closer, let them get closer than that.
Exactly.
Dobbins makes the first one and the second one. Well, she struggled right off the bat shooting free throws, but she is knocking them down now. She's got 11 points. Kirby lobs it up the floor. Reedus didn't get it. It's intercepted, and Dobbins heads back the other way. Over to Aker, wide open three-pointer, and it's good. Well, you got to find her. That's her fourth three-pointer. She's got 16, and that lead quickly down to 9 points. And Sarah Owens got to get it to a guard. She does. Gets it to Maddie Reedus. Reedus dribbles into the paint, goes up for the shot, won't go, and awful quick there. And Neelyville got a chance to slice into it some more. And here comes Crosswhite down in the lane. She lays it up, and it's good. And it's down to 7 points, just like that. Coach Epps up hollering at his team. Reedus dribbles to the right side, hands it to Kirby. Kirby into the paint, and her pass is knocked away. Maddie Reedus is there to pick it up. Over to Klepczyk, wide open three, and it is good again. 15 for Brooke Klepczyk, and she has hit 4 in a row. She hadn't missed it.
Yes, that's correct.
4 in a row. And just as Neelyville had cut it down to 7, another three-pointer puts them back up by 10. 55 to 45. And we'll take, let's just take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
Through the years, it's taken all of us to make our community great. We're proud that Chevrolet has been an important part of America's history for many generations. And Ripley County, Missouri, you are as American as it gets. And that's why your friends at Countryside Chevrolet of Doniphan want to say thank you. Thank you for making our country and our community great.
Well, Brooke Klepczyk just hit a big three-pointer. Neelyville had cut the lead to 7 after the Donettes were up by 14. And that puts them back up by 10. But she has got 15 points in the game now, and she has 12 of those in the second half, and those are on 4 consecutive made three-pointers. Aker in the middle of the floor, takes it down, splits the defenders, lays it in, and she's fouled. Klepczyk and Owens got to do a better job in that. They let her go right in between them. I mean, Kenzie Reedus and Owen. And Reedus I think they called.
Yeah, they called that on Kenzie Reedus.
So they got a chance to get the 3 points right back. Ella Akers got 18 in the game now. And 19, and it's right back down to 7 points again. And Neelyville trying to up the defensive pressure. Ball comes inbounds to Sarah Owen. Got to get some help. Gets it to Reedus, and she's going to have to hurry to get it across the half line. Just does beat the 10 count. Dribbles down, over in the other corner. Klepczyk fakes the shot. Down low to Reedus. Reedus turns, shoots, and missed it. I think she's worried too much about trying to get the foul instead of going up and making the shot. Now Neelyville can cut it to 5 or maybe even 4. Couch bounces down low. Ernst turnaround jumper, no good. Nobody blocked out. Dobbins, she got shot blocked. And it's going to go out of bounds. Then we got a foul called on the Donettes. That's a 16 foul. And that's going to be 4 on Brooke Klepczyk, so that's big too. We still got 5:39 to go. And Delilah Watson's going to check in for Kenzie Reedus. Peyton Lowry coming in for Klepczyk. So we've got quite a bit of offense going off the floor right now. Dobbins to inbound it. Gets it into Couch. She drives into the paint, and that was a travel.
Yeah.
And they call it. 55-48. And the Donettes are having to throw that ball into Sarah Owen almost every time. Long pass up the floor. Peyton Lowry catches it, and she travels. I know the Donettes like to get it up the floor, but sometimes you just need to slow it down just a little bit. And I think that was one of them. And they better stay on Ella Aker, that's for sure.
Right.
She's got the ball right now. They make her give it up to Dobbins. Now they get off of Aker, they better get back on her. Somebody better find her. Couch drives, shoots, and no good, but another foul on the Donettes. This is going to be on Sarah Owen. And it'll be Addison Couch at the free throw line. Knocks in the first one. Lead back down to 6. She makes this one, we'll be back where we were at halftime. After the Donettes had that big lead, and it's good. Ball comes into Kenzie Reedus. Gets it across the half line. Over to Sarah Owen. Sarah dribbles over to the right side. Now she takes it into the paint all the way to the hole. Left-handed layup, no good. And Aker with the rebound. She's going to be fouled, and they're going to be shooting 1-on-1. I wish Sarah would have jump stopped there and just shot that. Well, that's probably going to be down to 3 because Aker is a good shooter. They called that one on to Leland Watson. Brooke Klepsik coming back in. She's playing with 4 fouls. And so is Kenzie Reedus. The next time they get the ball into Kenzie, I wish she would just go up and shoot it. More like it looked like to me she's been trying to get that 5th foul and not looking at the basket on Ernst. It is a 1-on-1. Aker's about automatic. That's 20 for her now. Leading scorer in the ball game. Lefty puts it in. And it's getting to a crucial time, and an inbound pass is stolen. And it's knocked away, loose on the floor. And we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Hale. There's that play we don't like again.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll be able to call a timeout if you're on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, Neelyville has chopped that 14-point lead down to 3 with just under 5 minutes to go. So the Donettes going to have to get something figured out here. I think some of the shots they're taking are just too quick.
Yeah.
I mean, that drive by Owen was a good drive, but I just wish you would have just jump stopped and laid it in.
I'm all right with the fast breaks. They're easy points. But when there's not there, don't be afraid to pull it out and set up your offense. Get a good look at it. Just because you've got a one-on-one doesn't mean you have to put up a shot there. If they've got you blocked out and you can't get a good shot at the rim, go ahead and kick it out to one of your guards, set up the offense, run it from there.
Well, they sure could use a basket this time down the floor.
Exactly.
Neelyville stepped it up a little bit on the defense too, but that inbounds pass down here a while ago, that was just a lazy pass. There was nothing on it. Donettes send out for Maddie and Kenzie Reedus.
They only have 4 girls out there. Only have 4 girls.
Sarah Owen, I guess, thought she was supposed to be out of the game. All right, Neelyville with a chance to tie with a 3-pointer, so you better not let. Well, she took Ella Aker out of the game. Cross white, down low. Ernst way under the basket. Good defense, and Neelyville's going to lose it out of bounds as Prince couldn't handle it. Kenzie Reedus has done a really good job on Parker Ernst.
Yes,
she's making her catch that ball down behind the backboard. And the Donettes got a 2-on-1 over to Klepsik. Now she's going to back it back out. Free throw line and knocked away. Goodness gracious, girls, come on. Just take it out. Well, Aker ain't staying out very long. Dobbins gets a screen. Now out front to Couch. On the left side of Crosswhite. Dribbles to the baseline. Cut off. Turnaround jumper is short. Offensive rebound up. No good by Prince. And now this one is picked up by Reedus. She gives it to Maddie Reedus. Reedus stops on the right wing. Still got her dribble alive. Cross court. Tepsig throws it back out front to Kirby. 3:40 to go in the game. Donettes up 55-52. Kirby gets a screen. Backs it out again. Now dribbles to the right corner. Going to dribble into the paint. Left-handed shot up, no good. And battle for the rebound, and Neelyville comes out with it. That's 2 or 3 shots right at the rim the Donettes have missed. Crosswhite all the way to the hole. Forced it up, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Another tie ball, and this one will go to the Donettes. Aker checking back in the game. Well, he's pointing that away, but the arrow's pointing that away. They already changed it? And McKenna Monahan, who's been out since early in the second quarter, checks back in the game with 3:15 to go. We'll see how she's able to go. It is a Donette's ball. She gets the ball right away. Going to come up the right side. Going to dribble down. All the way in, layup up and good! Welcome back to the ball game. McKenna Monahan. 3 minutes to go. 5-point lead. Don't back off of her, Brooke. Aker has the ball. Hands it to Dobbins. She's guarded by Maddie Reedus. Dobbins right wing to Crosswhite. Baseline to Ernst. Ernst is going to shoot it. It's no good. And the ball loose, picked up by Monahan. And they're going to call a foul. No, you got to be kidding. She was sandwiched between 2 players. Oh my gosh. They call a foul on Maddie Reedus. And there was a Neelyville player in front of her and behind her, and they just sandwiched her. And that's going to be free throws. Wow. And who's shooting them? Couch. Wow. Still a 1-on-1. That was a 19 foul. Puts it up, and it's good. That's 5 for Addison Couch. 57-53. One more free throw. And that one bounces around and falls in. Donette's got to get it in. Timeout called by Coach Epps. 2:34 to go. We'll keep it here, 57-54. We're going to end up with pretty close to the same score we did the first time.
I think so. Well, we've already passed it.
Yeah, but it's
55,
I mean, we're still pretty close.
About the margin, yeah.
It's going to be a little bit more. Well, no, I was actually talking about the score. I know it's 55-52, but we're only 2 points ahead of that on both sides.
Yeah.
Of course, we still could have a lot of scoring going on here, especially maybe at the free throw line. Well, Neelyville has made 11 free throws in a row this half after missing the first 4. Now, Ernst missed all 4 of them, but they've had their better shooters shooting them, and they've made 11 in a row. The Donettes this half were 5 out of 7, and they're 12 of 18 for the game, which would be 67%. That's way better than what they're shooting on the year. So, but I'm afraid it may be won or lost at the free throw line before this one's over. We still got 2:34 to go. It's going to be Donette's ball. The lead has been cut to 3 again, as they've been outscored 16-7 in this quarter after one time having a 14-point lead. Maddie Reedus is going to take it out of bounds instead of McKenna Monahan. And bounce pass comes into Kirby. Kirby's pass batted away. Couch picks it up. Aker wide open for a minute, doesn't take it. Now she shoots from the free throw line, missed badly, but an offensive rebound underneath by Dobbins. And we're going to have a tie ball, and this one will go to Neelyville. They can still tie it with a three-pointer. It'll be Dobbins to throw it in. Aker right underneath, makes a move, shoots and scores. I'll tell you what, she's really crafty around that basket. Monahan is double teamed in the corner, and Coach Epps has to call another timeout. And Neelyville is making them throw that ball in the corner almost every time. And that's where they want it, so they can double team you. Well, it's going down to the wire, 57-56. As I said, now they've scored 18 points this quarter, and the Donettes have only scored 7. After the Donettes outscored them 18 to, what was it, 18 to 11 in the third quarter, I think. Well, I don't know, Dalton. Well, I hate they blew that big lead they had, 14 points. And that's going to hurt if they mess around and lose this one after having that big a lead in the third quarter. Right now, Ella Aker is leading scorer in the game with 23 points. She has made 4 three-pointers. They also have Lainey Dobbins in double figures with 11. Nobody else really even close. The Donettes scoring is spread out more. They've already got 3 players in double figures, and usually that will beat 1 or 2 in double figures, but it's yet to be seen here. Maddie Reedus to inbound it. Gets it into Kinsey Reedus in the corner. She almost threw a bad pass. Kirby went and met the pass, though. Gets it into the front court. Kirby's going to take it to the center of the floor, all the way down into the lane. Her shot is blocked, and it's going to be Neelyville basketball. Why she didn't let it go, I do not know. And Neelyville with a chance to take the lead. Inbounds to Crosswhite. Gets it to Akron, and she's got numbers. She's going to take it right down the pipe, and they don't pick her up, but she missed the shot. Another tie ball. I can't believe she missed that one. Big Donettes ball. If they could get Ernst out of there, they'd quit blocking those shots. Somebody take it down there on her and give her a head fake. And that's going to be a foul on Aker. And that'll be Kirby going to the free throw line. Grayson's got 13 in the game. And this will be the last 1-and-1 of the game. Both teams will shoot 2, the last 139, if we have any fouls. That's Aker's 3rd personal. Kirby's been at the free throw line quite a bit tonight. And her free throw is good. (58-56), Sarah Owen back in the game. She'll come in for Maddie Reedus. Maddie done a good job in kind of running the team when Monahan was out with that injury. Kirby's next is good. Lead back to 3. Couch with a basketball. Dribbles it across the half line. Now gets a screen, goes in. And we're going to have a travel. That's a good call. Good job by Monahan to come off her man. Minute 28 left. Inbounds pass comes into Kinsey Reedus. Back to Monahan. They need to get down the floor. Everybody else needs to get down the floor. Monahan takes it down all the way to the hole. Lays it in again. That girl is amazing, I'm telling you. Quickly back the other way. Aker to the baseline. Kicks it out. Crosswhite for 3. It is no good. Klepsik with the rebound. 5-point lead. Lob up the floor. Reedus is not looking. My goodness. Dobbins dribbles baseline. Goes in, runs into Owen, and we're going to have a blocking foul. I know they'd have had a 2-on-1 if she'd have been looking, but you had the 2 big girls. And that wouldn't have been a very good fast break. Donettes just have a hard time standing Prosperity, don't they? That was the 2nd foul on Sarah Owen. Dobbins has been nailing it from the free throw line, and she missed one. They had made 11 in a row. Now Owen goes to the bench, and Kinsey Reedus comes back, or Maddie Reedus comes back in. 1:05 left. It's 61-56 Donettes. Dobbins next is good. She got 12. Kirby dribbles to the baseline. Gets it back out to Monahan. She's going to shoot a three. No. And the pass is intercepted by Klepsik. Coach Epps is hollering, spread it out here. Kirby bounces it over to Maddie Reedus. Gives it back to Kirby. Over to Monahan, and we got a foul. And Kirby is the one you want to go to the line right now. She has 15 in a game. 40.3 seconds to go. That clock can't run down fast enough, can it?
No.
Kirby with pressure free throw, and she knocks it in. Sarah Owen back in for the defensive end. Coach Hale has to go all the way down to the other end of the floor, out on the floor, to get her timeout called. It's 62-57 in favor of the Donettes. And it's 40.3 seconds to go. Neelyville had a chance a while ago to take the lead, try and take the lead, and didn't get it done. And the Donettes have made some good, done some good free throw shooting. They're 8 out of 10 this half. 15 out of 21 for the game so far. Kirby's still got one more to go. And I talked about the balanced scoring for the Donettes. Kirby has 16. Monahan has 11. Kenzie Reedus has 10. And Brooke Klepsik has 15. So they got 4 players in double figures. Neelyville only has 2, with the majority of them being done by Ella Akers. But they have stayed close, except for that one stretch. The Donettes got out to that big lead, but it didn't last very long. I remind everybody, tomorrow night we'll be back here for the homecoming, as the Dons will be playing the East Prairie Eagles. And I watched East Prairie play at Bloomfield. I wasn't over there, but I watched them, and they got a pretty good team. So that'll be a good one for the Dons tomorrow. All right, Kirby with one more free throw, trying to put the lead back to 6 points. That one rims out. Ernst with the rebound, gives it to Couch. No one does it down there. Gets down there and cuts her off. Hands it to Crosswhite. She's going to shoot a three. No good. Offensive rebound. Turnaround shot. No good. Kenzie Reedus with the rebound. She's stripped, but it goes right to Sarah Owen. Over to Monahan. And Monahan is pushed. That ought to be an intentional foul. See, pushed her in the back, man. That's an intentional foul. I don't care whether they call it or not.
I think the rule is, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that she's got to be able to make a play on the basketball. It's got to be
she just come up behind her and push her in the back. Well, it'd be 2 shots from McKenna Monahan. And McKenna has made a difference since she come back in there after sitting out like, a quarter and a half, I guess, huh? Her free throw's off the right side. So her outside shooting may be off a little bit with that shoulder.
She's got no problem driving into the lane, though, does she?
No.
She's got that one down.
Eyes this one up, and that one the same spot on the rim. And Ernst rebound. Make her dribble it up the floor. Take some time off that clock. Couch comes up to the three-point line. Down low, intercepted by Kirby. And Kirby is fouled by Couch with 11.2 to go. And Grayson Kirby, in my mind, is the player of the game, even though Brooke Klepsik hit those threes to get them ahead. And that, I believe, is the 5th foul on Addison Couch. She's going to foul out with 6 points.
Yeah, I'm like you. Grayson has been...
She's going to be the leading scorer. I mean, unless something happens here. Maddie Reedus is checking back in for the Donettes. And they got to wait till after she shoots the first free throw on these two. That is so stupid.
No, he was. Coach Hale was wanting to use all her 15 seconds. You're allowed 15 seconds when you have a player foul out.
And is that what it is in high school?
Yep, she said 15 seconds, and she pointed to the
scoreboard. I don't blame her. I would too. Try to ice the free throw shooter.
Yeah. So she got her 15, and then as soon as the buzzer went off, she subbed in.
That's 2 shots. Hey, that's 2 shots. First one no good by Kirby. Now the Donettes have missed 5 in a row now after going 8 out of the first 10. That widening that score out, boy, made it a lot easier. And that one won't go. Ernst with the rebound. Passes it up to Dobbins, and it goes out of bounds. And that ought to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say for sure.
Right.
7.4 seconds to go. And a 5-point lead, and Maddie Reedus will throw it inbound. Pass is going to be intercepted, and a travel.
Okay, I was about to say.
I don't think he was going to call it till she rolled over.
Yeah.
.9 to go. We'll see if Neelyville fouls here with 5-point lead, 4.9 to go. Pass comes into Maddie Reedus, and she's going to be fouled, which is kind of stupid. But
yeah, at 5 seconds, Maddie can just, or under 5, Maddie can just hold the ball there and doesn't even have to move.
That'll give Maddie a chance to practice her free throws here. She hadn't got to shoot much since she come back. And that one's good. And Coach Epps takes all the starters out. Brings in Taylor Davis, Delila Watson, Ava Monahan. And I'm missing one. They only got 4 out there? I think they do, don't they? Well, that's the ball game, folks. The Donettes win it, but it was a struggle. They got outscored in that fourth quarter, 19-13. At one point, had a 14-point lead in the third quarter, was able to hang on. And that should put them atop the OFC standings right now. A couple games to go, but if they win out, they'll get the 1 seed in the tournament and also get a first-round bye in the OFC.
Yeah, looking into...
Go ahead, Dalton, for a minute. I'm going to figure this up, okay?
Tomorrow night, once again, guys, we do have our homecoming festivities that are going to take place here. The Doniphan Dons are going to be playing the East Prairie Eagles. As Keith said, they're a great ball club. It should be another great matchup for the Dons, as well as our homecoming activities, which will happen in between the first and second game. So if you can't make it out to the gym, make sure you tune in early enough to catch the homecoming festivities. Looking forward to the Donettes schedule. Let me get that pulled up right here. Okay, the Donettes will play at Dexter on Monday, follow it up at Clearwater on Tuesday, and they'll be at Twin Rivers on Thursday. Next week, 3 games for the Donettes, 3 away games. And after, let's look at the Don schedule. They do play Friday night, tomorrow night. Once again, that's homecoming. And after that, they're going to play at Clearwater also on Tuesday night. And then they have Saxony Lutheran on Friday, and that is a home game. And so after homecoming festivities tomorrow night, the next time Current River Broadcasting will bring you a game is the following Friday, and that game is going to be against Saxony Lutheran here at home on 127.
Well, that gets you caught up, but you know we'll be back here tomorrow night. And I think next week we'll only have the 1 game on Friday night, a home game, I believe. So, well, quite a game here tonight for the Donettes as they eventually come out on top, but it was definitely a struggle. Neelyville gave them all that they wanted and then some. We'll look at the scoring now for Neelyville. Their leading scorer was Ella Aker with 23. Lainey Dobbins had 12. 6 points for Addison Couch, 6 for Jade Crosswhite, 6 for Parker Ernst. And again, the Donettes held her down the first time they played as well. And then we had 2 points for McKinley Day, 2 for September Pressler. And they were 19 of 27 from the free throw line, which they missed, 19 of 29. They missed 10. Donettes missed 12. So they played they shot pretty close to the same, 65%. The Donettes were 16 of 28 from the free throw line. So they only outscored them by 3 from the three-point line, 57%. So that's better than their season average, but still yet they missed 6 out of the last 7, or it would have been a lot better.
I would say the last few going to the line really hurt that average.
And the Donettes have 4 players in double figures. And Grayson Kirby, great game tonight. She made a bunch of free throws, finished with 16. And Brooke Klepsik in the third quarter went off from the three-point line as she made 4 in a row, 4 out of 4 in the third quarter. She finished with 15. McKenna Monahan, what can you say about her? I mean, she was out with a shoulder injury, had ice on it, did not play the whole third quarter, and didn't play most of the fourth quarter. She come back in, the first thing she done is drove the length of the floor and went in there among the big girls and made a layup, and then she made another one later on.
Well, go ahead, and we'll talk about
she
that
finished with 11. Mackenzie Reedus had 10. 4 points for Sarah Owen, 4 for Delilah Watson, and 3 points for Maddie Reedus. Rounds out the scoring, and the Donettes were 16 of 28 for the ball game. Go ahead, Dalton.
I agree that shot by McKenna when she first came in was huge for the Donettes, but more than that, when the crowd erupted when they saw McKenna coming in, and it kind of gave a little bit of
shot of life
to the Donettes, because that Neelyville was on a little bit of a run right there, and just McKenna stepping out on the court, that just tells you what kind of player she is for our team, that just her presence being on the court was a shot in the arm. And then she goes in and answers by taking one down the lane, goes up against 2 defenders, lays it up off the backboard. Even bigger shot in the arm. So that just says what kind of player McKenna is for you in terms of the life that she brings to your ball club. And you can't say enough about her.
Well, I think Coach Epps has got to be tickled with the way that Maddie Reedus come in and played while McKenna was on the bench. And also Grayson Kirby, both of them did a lot of ball handling while they were out there. And a lot of people chipped in. A lot of different people chipped in while she was out of the game in the third quarter. It was Brooklyn and Grayson pretty much the third and the fourth quarter. And the Donettes actually had a 5-point lead at halftime when McKenna went out early in that second quarter, still had a 5-point lead. But so everybody on the team stepped up. They come in and done good. I know the Donettes probably had a lot of turnovers, but they forced a lot of turnovers as well.
Yeah.
And we knew coming in that the way these two teams pressured the ball that there would be a lot of turnovers on both sides.
Yeah, and I know we've kind of bragged on a couple, but Sarah Owen's another one that you've really got to mention there, because how many rebounds, how many times did she go down there and grab 2 or 3 rebounds on the same possession? She may not have scored, but she kept it out of Neelyville's hands and was able to kick it out to somebody who did end up scoring. Sarah was just a big presence for us tonight. She played a great ball game.
Well, that's what I said. You got everybody that come in the game contributed somehow or another to that win, and especially with McKenna out for, basically 2 full quarters at least. And maybe a little over 2 full quarters. So great win for the Donettes, and they go to 14-1 on the season now. And I believe they're 4-0 in the conference,
That's
now.
Correct, yeah.
And Coach Epps, I see him coming up here, so we'll talk to him for a minute before we get out of here. Do want to remind everybody, tomorrow night we'll be back for the homecoming, and it'll be between games, the Dons and the East Prairie Eagles. Well, we'll get Coach Epps hooked up here. Can you hear me all right, Adam?
Yeah, I got you.
Wow, man, that's all I got to say on that one. that was quite a game.
You know it's going to be a battle when Doniphan and Neelyville's there. You never know what the crap's going to happen. And they're never going to stop playing. And we got up 12 or so in his fourth quarter, and I told him, I said, they ain't done playing, and we better not be, because they're not done. And they made a heck of a comeback. It was a fun game. Scared to death when Kenna went down, and she kind of grabbed my shirt tail over there and said, "Coach, I can go." I said, okay, and then she come in and got a couple big-time baskets for us. And
she is fearless, and she is so quick, it's pathetic. She just can outrun everybody.
It's a big thing in sports. When you believe in you, everybody else can see it.
Yeah.
And when you don't believe in you, everybody else can see it. And Kenna Monahan, she believes in herself. And she's a big part of this. She's a big part of this program, and she's so special. And hoping that she's going to be all right and can maybe go to chiropractor or something, and because she took a hard hit over there.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, I knew when she come out and couldn't shoot the free throws that she was hurting because she's tough as nails.
She is tough, and she even got up. She don't stay down very long. She plays with her whole heart, man, and I'm proud of them.
Well, the rest of the team, though, they picked it up when she was out of there. I know Maddie Reedus didn't score many points, but she come in, kind of got back in the flow of things, even though she's coming off that injury. I thought she played great.
That's her first big-time game, having the ball in her hands at big moments, and I mean, we know she can do it, and so she got that opportunity tonight, and she did good. I mean, we went up 12. We went up 12 with her as the point, and shout out to Brooke. I think she's trying to fight through a migraine the majority of the day today and wasn't hitting nothing, and Coach Honeycutt was telling her, you know, you just got to believe in you. You just got to believe in you, and then come out and bang, bang.
4 in a row.
Yeah.
Four straight. Kirby hit some big free throws for you, and she also done a good job, you know, helping run the point or handling the ball too. She was really good, man. She'd drive that ball down that right sideline all the way down to the corner and then come back out of there, get it past half court.
Smart, not just desperation, throw stuff up.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing about Grayson. She's so smart, and she's done this so long. I mean, she's had some unfortunate circumstances in her life, but she's reliable. And the longer the season gets, the better she's going to get.
Well, I can see it every game, it seems like to me. Well, you had 4 girls scoring double figures, and I know you'll take that every time over 2 scoring in double figures for the other team.
Yeah, for sure. And it wasn't Kinsey Reedus' best night tonight, and other people stepped up, you know, and she kept playing, and their freshman post player's pretty good, and that's the thing about us that makes it hard, because it ain't going to be just one person. So who was our 4 in double figures? I don't even know. I ain't looked at
Kirby had 16, Klepsik had 15, McKenna had 11, and
played
Kinsey
like a quarter
had 10.
and a half.
Yeah, not much more. Yeah, not much more than a quarter and a half if you played that much. I did want to mention too that the first time you played Neelyville, you guys done a really good job on the freshman. She didn't score many points, and I only had her for 6 points again tonight. So defense was good on her.
Yeah, and I mean Kinsey works hard in the weight room. She's strong. She doesn't foul very much, and she tries to do the right thing. You know, so she's gonna block you out. It's going to be tough on her. You know, you got to really work to get her points.
Another one. I mean, you got to brag on Sarah Owen. She don't score much, but man, she is a rebounding fool.
Yes, she is. And we was putting her in there at the end, defense and offense with her and Maddie, just because we got to have her on the boards. I mean, because we get kind of small out there at times. And Sarah's a beast. She's going to just get better as the years go on. It's just a sophomore out there.
Well, you got Dexter on Monday night, right?
Yeah.
You got 3 games next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday?
Yep.
So a big week for you. I know the Dexter game's not a conference game, but it is a district game.
It is a district game.
So it's a big game just like this one was.
Yeah, and this one's huge because now we should, if everything goes right, we should be the 1 seed in OFC, so now I can pick up a game at the end of the year instead of sitting out for 2 weeks and then play the district tournament. So this should, if we do our job against Clearwater and Twin Rivers, which Twin Rivers is playing a lot better, now I can pick up a game there at the end of the year, which is a lot better than sitting out for 14 days and then have to go play the biggest games of your life.
Yeah, and that's happened before.
Yeah, it's no fun.
And another thing I wanted to mention, you beefed up the schedule because, I mean, Neelyville was state ranked.
Yeah.
South Orange coming in here in a couple of weeks. They're number 1, right, in the state in Class 1.
Yeah, and just beat East Carter by 30.
I watched them play. Have you watched them play lately?
I've seen them in the summer. I have not seen them this year.
Well, I watched them last night, and they had, I'm just guessing it was maybe their worst starter, their 5th starter. They put her on the free throw line, and they throw the ball to her, and she didn't even look to shoot it. She'd either kick it back out for a 3-pointer, and she wasn't even looking to shoot. And East Carter did not pick up on that.
Yeah.
And
they've got an all-state point guard last year, and I'm sure she will be this year. Maddie Ayers can absolutely go, and she's mean and tough, and she's going to do things right. And she's kind of a little bit like Kenna, and she may be a little bit stronger than her, a little bit taller than her. I think she's already signed with Mac. And
Her
gonna
sister
play there.
played at Mac too, didn't she?
Yeah. And they got Dusty Dinkins' daughter who can shoot it and also play in the post. And they got 2 other girls that can shoot it too. So.
Well, you got them, and I know you got Jackson coming in, so you've got some really tough games, but all that can do is make you better for the end of the season.
We need that. I mean, 20 wins in a year is great and all that, but I'd much rather be 15-11 and be playing in the quarterfinals instead of being out in the first round.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying stuff because our district is tough, you know, and there's a lot of parity. Kennett beat Dexter the other night by 10.
Did they really?
In the district game. So they beat them. Saxony
you got
beat
them coming here
Neelyville,
too.
and they've already beat Dexter in the tournament. They still have their regular season games, so who knows what could happen in that district. And Fredericktown is in there. They beat Park Hills at Park Hills
seen that.
in the
I seen
Christmas
that the other
tournament.
day. Yeah.
So.
Now, Park Hills had that one really good girl back, right? She didn't graduate last year. That one that was their best player.
Yeah, they're all back, and then they got one, and then they got another recruit from Arcadia Valley or Bismarck that already has 1,000 points.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean,
well,
they're loaded up. We went and watched them play this weekend when our little JV went over there and played Park Hills' JV. So.
All right, well, I appreciate you coming up. Congratulations on the win. 4-0 in the conference now as well.
Yep.
And like you said, if you take care of business, you get that 1 seed, and that will help if you can pick up an extra game at the end of the year.
Yeah.
All right, Adam, thanks a lot. We'll good luck next week because we won't see you all away games, right?
All away games.
Yeah. So next time we'll see you probably will be the South Iron game, maybe, right?
Jackson. We'll be Jackson
first.
a week from Monday.
Okay, that one, and then the South Iron game's at home too, right?
Yep.
All right, well, good luck to you.
I appreciate you guys.
All right, final score once again, the Donettes 63 and the Neelyville Lady Tigers 57. Well, that's going to wrap it up here on Curtain River Broadcasting. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Had a huge crowd on hand for this one. And we will be back tomorrow night, homecoming, the Dons and the East Prairie Eagles. For Dalton Pennington and Matt Morin back in the control room, I guess you would call it, this is Keith Bowman. Good night, everybody.